4,000 miles away from his bedroom in the UK, covering all your favorite sports, he's high in demand. From baseball to football, he's got every angle covered. He's gonna watch your team, even when they get smothered. It's Heisty, it is Jolly Good Takes. Introducing your host, Liam.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to this live stream for game number 3 between the San Francisco Giants and the Toronto Blue Jays. And we've got a great pitching matchup today. We've got Dylan Cease for the Blue Jays versus Logan Webb. How's everybody doing? Scott, Zim, Anthony, how are all you guys doing? Apologies, I was a little bit late coming on, but I am here. Just made it before the game starts, as well as let me also get the 3D gameplay ready for when the game starts. Chase, what's up, Chase? How you doing, Chase? Good to see you. And the lineup for the Giants today is going to be Elliot Ramos, Luis Ariz, Casey Schmidt, Rafi Devers, Jung-Hoo Lee, Willie Adames, Bryce Eldridge, Drew Gilbert, Eric Haas. And for the Blue Jays, it'll be Clement, Nathan Lucas, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., George Springer is the DH today, Dalton Varsho, Okamoto, Alejandro Kirk, Class A, who hit a home run last night, and Andros Jimenez. So we are ready for first pitch. Logan Webb is on the mound. Logan Webb has a 3.66 ERA, and he is 5-6. So looking to bounce back from a terrible start he had last time out in Colorado. Scott, and we're ready for the first pitch. The batters entered the batter's box. Scott, I mean, that was an amazing game. I cannot believe what he did. Absolutely pumped. As the pitch to Clement is a called strike. And let me get the 3D game thing up and running. We'll see if it's a little bit closer today to the actual pitches. As the 0-1 pitch to Clement is a check swing on a sweeper. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And it's 0-2. And already, Anthony says, I'll have to leave early, got physical therapy at 3 p.m. So I won't be here at the end of the stream, but I'll try to finish the game on my phone. All right, Anthony, no worries, but thanks for showing up anyway. As Clement is absolutely stunned that he really did not think he swung. As the 0-2 pitch is a little bloop to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit, and that's how this game gets started. Brilliant. So Logan Webb's already given up a hit. As Zim, Liam hasn't seen my Only Pigeons reminder. Liam, why is your channel still Jolly Good Takes? It's supposed to be Only Pigeons with Liam. Zim, it's definitely never going to be that. Maybe my second channel will be that, but definitely not the first. As here's Nathan Lucas. Lucas is batting 285, 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. And Logan Webb will fire to him. And there's a swing and a miss at a changeup. Yep, Scott, it seems like it's about a pitch delayed again. I don't know why it does that. Unless when I start it, maybe next time I need to start it up exactly as the game starts, and that may improve it. And Anthony, I've got a prop bet on the Giants winning and Logan Webb more than 5 strikeouts. Anthony, you're a brave man. As that pitch is high and outside, and it's 1-1. I think we'll see how the Giants do against Dylan Cease. Last year in San Francisco, they actually hit Dylan Cease. Over here with the Blue Jays, I don't know. He's having a bounce-back year. Signed a big contract extension in the offseason. As there's a little bloop by Nathan Lucas. That one is going to fall for another base hit in front of Elliot Ramos. Brilliant. So, back-to-back hits for the Blue Jays to start the game. Chase says, I think 3D is just like behind. That's probably it. So, runners at first and second then already. And Logan Webb, not too hard hit balls, but 2 balls that found the gap. As Zim, it's already started. Let's hope it doesn't continue. As here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. batting 263, just 4 home runs and 35 RBIs. As he fouls that pitch off, and it's 0-1 off his foot. By the way, we're starting to find out who's going to be participating in the home run derby. And right now, we've seen that, let me just get this up. We've seen Wilson Contreras and Ben Rice are going to participate, as there's a called strike to go along with the Rays Junior Caminero. So 0-2 to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He is a double play threat. We'll see if Logan Webb can get a ground ball and force that double play. Anthony, I don't understand how Vlad only has 4 home runs in July. You know what? We all know he's not going to be the 40 home run guy he was when the Blue Jays played in the spring training stadium. But the fact he's got 4 is absurd, as there's a high fly ball foul. It remains 0-2. Zim Zim, being back in America, I now remember what flavour is. Food here is so much better. Zim Zim, the food's nicer, but it is a lot worse for you. So 0-2 to Guerrero. Guerrero is a 689 OPS. I mean, that is not Vladdy Guerrero like. As the 0-2 pitch to him is inside, and it's 1-2. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. If you could hit that like and subscribe button. We hit 120 subscribers yesterday, so appreciate all of you. That helped us reach that goal. And it's 1-2 to Guerrero here. And Logan Webb will fire. And there is a ground ball. That one is going to be fair. And the only throw is going to be at first base. So Guerrero's out, but the runners do advance. So 1 out, runners at second and third. You know what? I think you have to get the out early in this game. Eric Haas could have let that ball go foul. I think you've got to get the out, though, for your starting pitcher. So it'll be 2 runners in scoring position, and a base hit would score most likely 2. And it will be George Springer. Now, Chase. Why is George Springer not played the first 2 games? Do you know? Is he coming back from the injury report? Just 63 games for Springer this year, batting .221 as he takes high, and it's 1-0. Zim Zim, nah, just don't eat burgers. The stereotype that all food in America is bad is bullshit. In California, it's especially untrue. All right, Zim Zim, did I hit a nerve? As the 1-0 pitch to George Springer is a weak ground ball foul, and it's 1-1. So the Blue Jays with the first opportunity today in the top of the first, and I tell you what, Oracle Park, it's like a ghost town again. Not many fans. We talked about it last night. Maybe finally it's catching up with the Giants having a bad record and fans not coming in. As the 1-1 pitch to Springer is fouled out of play, and it's 1-2 straight back into the advertising. Now, Logan Webb is one of 2 Giants All-Stars this season, but he's only had 1 good month, and that was June. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can bounce back from a rough start in Coors Field, where he gave up 7 runs in 3 innings. As there's going to be a timeout by, well, it should have been a timeout. Instead, we're going to get a pitcher step-off. So the first pitcher step-off there. As Anthony, my stepfather works in the AG pest chemical industry. That stuff is nasty as hell. Almost as nasty as this Giants team, Anthony. As a 1-2 pitch to George Springer. It's a check swing on a sweeper outside. Did he go? No, he did not. And a good take there. And it is 2-2. Jay Dibble. Welcome, Jay Dibble. Never seen you before. Welcome to Jolly Good Takes. How are you? Weekday games are always low attendance. Especially the night games. Now, you also get Oracle Park as the 2-2 pitch is a foul ball. At Oracle Park, you also get a lot of fans walking around the stadium. So it does make it a little bit smaller, a little less packed than you actually think. But you're probably right, just a day game. We'll see at the weekend. As Scott, it's early. I would wait to make that call until the 3rd inning. All right, Scott. So 2-2 here to George Springer. And he takes low, and it is a full count. Zim Zim, yeah, you did hit a nerve. PSA, don't call Liam a prick. Apparently, it's like the worst curse in England. I didn't know, and I was shattered. It's not the worst curse, but I definitely don't like it, Zim Zim. As, yeah, Jay Dibble is right. As the 3-2 pitch is low, and the bases will be loaded for the Blue Jays. All right, so Logan Webb, I was hoping to see a bounce-back start. Right now, it ain't looking good with the bases loaded here. Just, he hasn't got that crisp command that he had in June. I don't know why he doesn't have that crisp command, but it's annoying. So here's Dalton Varsho with the bases loaded. Varsho will take a pitch high, and it's 1-0. Varsho's batting 242 this season. And Zim Zim, but always good to attend. I went to the Nationals game. Yeah, that's how we met, Zim Zim. And that was crazy. As the 1-0 pitch is a called strike, and it's 1-1. Yeah, Scott already at 20 pitches. Now for Logan Webb, it shouldn't be too bad. He should have the ability to get a few ground balls later on and catch up. You just have got to get through the first inning. At worst, giving up 2 runs. As there's a swing and a miss by Varsho at a changeup in the dirt, and it's 1-2. I mean, he's getting chased on the changeup. He's just got to locate it consistently. But no, if Logan Webb can get through this first inning, I'm sure he will be fine. As that was a nasty pitch, as you're about to see on the 3D broadcast. And the 1-2 pitch to Varsho is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Logan Webb, 22 pitches, 1 out. Got to do better, my friend. As Varsho, with his career with the bases loaded, is a 316 hitter with 6 grand slams. Brilliant. And he's already hit a grand slam this season. That makes me a little bit nervous, as the 2-2 pitch to him is a high fly ball to right field. Lee is sprinting in, and that ball is going to fall, and it gets past Lee. Lee's going to pick it up. 1 run scores. They are going to hold the runner at third, so Lee can't make the catch. So 1-0 Blue Jays, and the bases remain loaded with 1 out. Logan Webb, he's not been good, but he's not had any luck as well this inning. Jay Dibble, am I a Giants fan? Jay Dibble, I am a Giants fan. I assume, are you a Giants or a Blue Jays fan? Let me know. But we do games every day for the Giants, and then we do other teams as well. A lot of soft contact, Zim, but that's the issue with Logan Webb, is he's not a strikeout pitcher. Juice, good afternoon, Juice. Did I miss anything? Juice, you missed 1 run, and it could be more the way this game's going. As Chase, George Springer missed recent time due to the birth of his 3rd child. There you go. I wondered why he weren't up in the first 2 games of the series. As Jay Dibble, I'm a Reds fan. This is the only game going on right now, though. All right, Jay Dibble. Look, the Reds, what a disappointment they have been since getting off to such a hot start, you know, with Ellie De La Cruz. Sal Stewart is a very good rookie first baseman. We will see. Who did the Reds play today, by the way? As the pitch to Okamoto is just high, and it's 1-0. Yep, Anthony, Justin message, the pitching coach, is already out. Jay Dibble, by the way, if you're still in there, I will cover a Reds game at one point. Now, my goal is to cover all 30 teams before the playoffs. I'm at 20 out of 30. As Okamoto hits a high fly ball to right field. Lee looking back. That ball is off the top of the wall. This is definitely going to score 1. It scores 2 as well. And they are going to wave home the runner. And it is going to be... Well, it's called a grand slam. That was definitely not a grand slam. They're calling it a home run grand slam. It's 5-0 as it stands. I think this one may get reviewed. Either way, it's trouble for the Giants. That would be Okamoto's first career grand slam. Let's see. They're going to review it. To me, that did not look like a grand slam. As it's not 45-0. Bloody hell. I promise it's not 45-0. Although they're on pace for 45 runs. That is not a grand slam. They should. That is an embarrassing call by the crew chief. It's going to be 4-0 for the Blue Jays. Savvy Snail, what's up? Scott says, you'll win today. Phillies have a bullpen game. It's against the Phillies. There you go. As if it hits the tiles on top, is that a grand slam? Because it does hit the green tiles. Maybe that is a grand slam then. All right. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought if it hit the tiles, it was not a grand slam. It did hit the tiles, though. So it's going to be 5-0 after the top of the first. Brilliant. Well, if you bet the under, I apologise. It was the over-under was 7. And we've already got 5 runs here. As by the way, Zim Zim, I did see your message to me, and Zim Zim, it is a homer. I think this is going to be confirmed as a grand slam. So play the music while again, it's not Giants grand slam, but while we're waiting, I'm going to play the home run song.
When Liam streams your game, it's boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
All right, the cool stance. It's a home run. So the amazing Logan Webb has already given up 5 runs for 1 out, and he's at 25 pitches. So the All-Star, by the way, this guy they voted into the All-Star game. Why am I playing the song? Because we had a Blue Jays fan in here, and Chase is a Blue Jays fan, so he can get a song. Now, we don't do it every home run, but a grand slam, and Chase is a Blue Jays fan. I'll play the song, Zim Zim, as I know it's not our team. So it's 0-1 to Alejandro Kirk, the new batter. And Webb will fire. And there's a line drive to Rafi Devers. Devers will step on first base for out number 2. Also, Zim Zim, because I know it... Well, you think it's a load of crap. But it's the first inning. And it was a grand slam. And that may be the one time we get to play it today. Zim Zim, absolutely not on the Dodgers. But for all our Blue Jay fans, we can play this song. As the pitch to Class A, who hit his first home run yesterday, is a called strike, and it's 0-1. Juice, it's probably going to be a long day. By the way, I did tell someone to bet the Blue Jays today. Is there's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Because I just don't trust Logan Webb right now. So they are looking good so far. And Dylan Cease is going to get a 5-run lead at worst here. All right, Zim Zim. All right. As the 0-2 pitch is high and it's 1-2. Savvy Snail. Pepe laugh. I don't think this matters. It's just the first. Chase. I don't think the Giants are going to score 5 runs today. It's going to be tough. As the 1-2 pitch is down and out and it's 2-2. Logan Webb is going to get a 30-pitch inning here. Already at 31. Cease gifted the win, half an inning in. Well, we'll see if Dylan Cease comes out. You know, it's been a long inning. That may have put him off. As the 2-2 pitch to Class A is a swing and a miss. And the torture inning is finally over. We go to the bottom of the first. And the game, I don't want to say it feels over, but the Giants are already climbing an uphill battle. Scott, it's early, but yes, that was brutal. That was brutal. As, oh, come on. Why is it do that in lowercase letters? I put the caps on. There we go. Bottom first. Juice, the chat today might eclipse the madness of yesterday. Yeah, Juice, let's see. If Insane gets in here, it may get a bit insane. As, Zim Zim, you're not very happy, and I don't blame you. You'd rather watch the ASL Giants play. Well, we'll see if the Giants can come back. I doubt it, but we will see. So, 5-0 Blue Jays after the top of the first. A grand slam by Okamoto. He drove it to right field. The Giants, they've got a lot of work to do. They were down big after the 3rd inning yesterday. And is this going to be the time they finally drop 16 games below 500? It could be the time they finally drop 15 games below. And that would not be very good. As, by the way, we've got a 4-game series coming up against the Rockies. If they don't win that series, then that would be embarrassing. As Ramos, Arise, and Schmidt are due up for this inning. They are the top of the Giants lineup, with Rafi Devers, the first baseman, in the number 4 hole. Zim Zim, Willie Adames is the best player on the team. I don't know what you're talking about. Dylan Cease then is 5-4 with a 2.79 ERA. In 90 innings, he's allowed 41 walks, 137 strikeouts, and just the 5 home runs allowed. Scott, we are 3 hours from first pitch, and Philly still haven't announced a starting pitcher. Scott, I have no idea what they're doing then. As Elliot Ramos is going to take a called strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. And not a great sign, because that was a perfect pitch by Dylan Cease to start the game. Ramos is batting 279, a 318 on base, as he will swing and miss at that pitch, and it's 0-2. Anthony, let's stream the Richmond game instead, since they're 51 and 29. Anthony, all the minor league teams are actually good. It's not a bad idea. As the 0-2 pitch to Elliot Ramos is way outside, and it's 1-2. Juice, we need some hitting from the money men. Webb is rattled. Juice, we do need some hitting from the money men, and we need hitting quick. I thought, you know, Logan Webb in Coors Field, you can use that as a little bit of an excuse. As the 1-2 pitch to Ramos is a called strike 3. So it's looking like Dylan Cease is on fire. That was a strike at the knees. Do the River Cats, Chase. The issue with the River Cats is they've not got many good players. And by the way, some roster moves for the Giants. Jonah Cox was put on the IL, and they called up Jesus Rodriguez. Also, Carson Wisenhunt is about to get called up as well. He was seen in the team hotel. As Luis Arise takes a called strike on the inside corner. Ison, what's up? How's your Wednesday? Not a good start at all with your supposedly best pitcher on the mound. And Zim, don't even jokingly say Adamas is the best player, as that pitch is fouled off and it's 0-2. That guy doesn't deserve it, clown. Zim, you want Parks Harbour? Zim, if you watch Parks Harbour play defense, trust me, you would not want Parks Harbour. As they did walk off the Salt Lake City team last night. Although, Anthony, ever since Bryce Eldridge has been called up, I haven't really paid as much attention to the River Cats. It's more Eugene and the Squirrels, as that pitch is fouled off and it remains 0-2. It's more Eugene and the Squirrels that I pay attention to. Yeah, exactly, Anthony. The River Cats lost like 6 of their best players to call-ups. That's why I tend not to check that, as can it be worse than our other defenders? Zim, trust me, Parks Harbour, every game I check, E5. As Arise in a bit of pain here. Let's hope he's not injured, because that could knock his trade value. As it's looking like the New York Yankees are going to be the most likely team to trade for him. As the 0-2 pitch to Luis Arise by Dylan Cease is a weak ground ball to the first baseman Guerrero. Guerrero is going to step on first base himself. And 2 quick outs for the Giants. Well, this is how your ace is meant to pitch. Strike out, ground out, and 2 quick outs. As the defense for the Blue Jays will be Clase Varsho Lucas in the outfield. Okamoto, Jimenez, Clemente, Guerrero, Kirk are your infield. Behind Dylan Cease. As here is Casey Schmidt. And he will take the first pitch down and in. And it's 1-0. I'm surprised he didn't swing. But there you go. So it's 1-0 to Casey. Let's see if Casey can do anything. Zim, it's Squirrels over here in the UK. As Casey will foul that pitch off. And it's 1-1 down the third base line. Gary Pettis, the third base coach, had to get out the way. Guys, if you haven't hit the like or sub button, please do. I'm going to need all the support I can get for this stream, because this is looking rough. As the 1-1 pitch to Dylan Cease is, by Dylan Cease, is high. And it's 2-1. Now, the Giants, they are not a very good team at home. And if they lose today, that means they would have lost this series as well. The Giants' home record is 19-23. As Casey hits a high fly ball to centre field, that ball is carrying, but it is going to be caught by Varsho on the warning track for the third out. We go to the top of the second. 5-0 Blue Jays. Did I think Casey may have hit a home run there? Yes, I did. Did he? No. As Ison... Where am I from? Well, I'm from the UK. I'm from a place called Leicestershire. It's about 2 hours away from London. As a 2-ball count, Zim, that was lucky. And Anthony, they've lost Eldridge Berakoto to call-ups. McRae just came back. And McRae's not that good anyway. Although I'd rather Grant McRae than Harrison Bader. Yeah, Ison, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but that is where I'm from. Anthony, it's like it's the opposite of Coors Field. Zim Zim, that is where I am. I'm in there, but I just say Leicestershire because it's a lot bigger place, so it's more well known. As Ison, you're in the yes, I'm in the UK. I'm from the UK. I live in the UK. So the streams they do get quite late, but today's one it's fine. It was an 8:45 start time here in the UK, which is actually why it's not as dark in the background because the sun is still up for once. As no, Zim Zim, that's where I was. Imagine we were actually in completely different places. We definitely weren't. That bowling alley you went to is right next to where I live. As what happened to the other guy, Rodriguez? Chase, are you talking about Jesus Rodriguez or Randy Rodriguez? Randy Rodriguez is on the IL. He had Tommy John surgery, so he won't be back until next year. And Jesus Rodriguez just got called up. Jay Dibble, you can laugh at me. Yes, out of all the teams, I did choose the Giants. But that's because my family's big 49ers fans. I was a Warriors fan before, so I picked all the Bay Area teams, Jay Dibble. But right now, it is a tough watch. As Exodus, what's up? How are you? Jay Dibble, I'm not messing. I mean, as there's a cool strike. That's not actually where it's not a joke. I mean, it is a tough watch right now. Look, I've seen the Giants make the playoffs 2 times. As Exodus, are you on your PC? I am, Exodus. As that pitch is low and it's 2-1. Carson 2. I'm glad J-Rod is back. I'm not a big fan of J-Rod, but I'm definitely glad Carson Wizard Hunt's back. It's well overdue, though, as the 2-1 pitch to Jimenez is fouled down the third base line, and it's 2-2. Jay Dibble, are you a fan of any other sports other than just baseball? Let me know. As Kevin, the Blue Jays haven't scored this many runs in the past 5 games. Kevin, you're right. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were playing in Seattle. They got shut out in Seattle. And they were saving it all for the Giants. As the 2-2 pitch is a high fly ball to left field. That one will go foul. And it remains 2-2. Zim Zim, I'll be honest, I have no idea. I bought it 4 years ago. I can't remember the price. And I'm not going to make up a number, Zim Zim. But if you want to pay for it yourself, I'd say about 300. As Anthony, exactly, he does have to improve his defense. As the 2-2 pitch is high and outside. Zim Zim, I think you said how much for you to buy it off me. Yeah, 300, please. Not pence. That's a pound, which is like $400, Zim Zim. As the 3-2 pitch to Jimenez is a foul ball. I mean, Logan Webb, this is not efficient. I mean, Scott just said it there. Another deep count. I mean, my word. Can we get a bit more efficiency, please? Zim Zim, I'll pay 300p, not more. Zim Zim, I wouldn't give away anything for 300p, other than a Twinkie, as that pitch is fouled off, and it remains 3-2. Logan Webb is at 40 pitches, and he's got 3 outs. He's averaging 13 pitches an out. I mean, come on. Exodus, take the deal or leave. Well, I'm definitely leaving. As Chase, you feel bad for Webb. As there's a line drive, that one is going to be to Adamus. Adamus is going to fire it over to Rafi Devers for out number 1. Gilbert Town, what's up? How are you? I'm thinking you're not too good because the Giants are already losing 5-0 and it's an absolute embarrassment. Zim Zim, definitely not. Wilson just turned the game on. What the hell? Logan Webb, he gave up a grand slam in the top of the first inning to Okamoto. I mean, he has been absolutely terrible. As Gilbert Town, it only took 10 minutes. I know, as there's a high pop-up by Clement. The Blue Jays have already batted around, and that pitch will be caught by Luis Arias for out number 2. Yeah, and Wilson, Dylan Cease looked money in the bottom of the first, so it could be a long game already. And I bet a lot of people are just tuning into the game and thinking, what the hell happened? Wilson, how this dude made an all-star team of 1 good month blows my mind. But hey, I mean, He did, so congrats, I guess. As that pitch is high and inside to Nathan Lucas, and it's 1-0. I mean, this is terrible baseball. I mean, right now, this is uncompetitive. As Exodus, it is an embarrassment as that pitch is fouled off, and it's 1-1. Anthony, breaking news, Justin Verlander is retiring after the season. Damn, another childhood pitcher is gone. Yeah, the former Giant is going retiring at the end of the year. Now, he is injured as well. He's only pitched one outing, but I'm not shocked. That was long overdue. As I think this game so far is not fun, as the 1-1 pitch is fouled out of play, and it's 1-2. Zim Zim, I would definitely buy the Giants for 300p, though. It's definitely a hot take. Maybe 400. As Exodus, you need to speak on the stream. Exodus, I don't really know how it works. I kind of have to get it set up before the stream if I have a guest on. So I can't today, but another time, hit me up. As he pitched to Nathan Lucas is a high fly ball to left field. Ramos moving to his right is going to make the catch in fair territory. Ison, it's the same. They may be a tough watch, but baseball's still baseball. As there's a little kid out there in McCovey Cove. Let's get that ball get that dude a ball. The Giants have not hit a smash hit this season. It's embarrassing. Yeah, Gubert Town, you need to find better ways to spend your afternoon. I apologise. If we're not improving your afternoon, I apologise. It's Haron. Greetings, jolly chatters. Webb stock dropping fast. Haron, I wish they already traded him. Hey, maybe you can get him on a contract extension for cheaper if you aren't going to actually trade him away, which they probably should do. I don't know what you guys think. And Zim Zim, cooler take. I'd rather have a Greg Sausage Roll than Buster Posey as GM right now. As, yes, if you've not hit the like and subscribe, please do. As Anthony, hello, Zach Manasian. Activate Carson Wizard Hunt, you dope. Take him out of the Sacramento rotation to hang out with the Giants idiots. Anthony, he is actually going to be in the Giants rotation soon. He's made his way to the team hotel. So he's either going to go ahead and pitch instead of McDonald or Tyler Marley. We'll see who they decide. As Gubert Town, I didn't even have time to turn on the stream before the Giants went down. I know, it was so quick. They just started losing just like that. Logan Webb, hit, grand slam, sayonara. And this offense has got to get going here. And they've got to get going quick. Like they needed to get going yesterday quickly. But against Dylan Cease, you ain't facing Patrick Corbin and Spencer Miles. You're facing Dylan frickin' Cease. So it's going to be a lot tougher. As Rafi Devers will lead off the inning for the San Francisco Giants. And Zim Zim, Manasian is a retard. Him, Adamas, and Buster should take turns giving Ramos back shots while taking Gatorade baths. Strong opinion, Zim Zim. As there's a called strike to Rafi Devers, and it's 0-1. Look, you're allowed strong opinions when the team is as bad as they are. As by the way, someone subscribed, so I appreciate you if you're listening, whoever subscribed. As the 0-1 pitch is a swing and a miss by Rafi Devers. Ison, let's see if they go deep. So 0-2 to Devers. I mean, come on, Rafi. At least go on base. As, I don't know, Exodus, if you're in the chat, I'll do it towards the end of the game. As the 0-2 pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-2. But I will have you on. As, get rid of Marley right now and find another starter in Sacramento to take McDonald's spot. How about trade for a starter as well with a bit more experience? Yeah, Exodus, I'll do it a little bit later in the stream as the 1-2 pitch to Devers is fouled off and it remains 1-2. But you can come on. So just remind me a bit later. You may not be able to. We'll see. I just don't want to, when it's still a competitive game, I don't want to disrupt the flow. As that pitch is outside and it's 2-2. Maybe when it's a little bit more of game over, then I can have guests on. As a 2-2 pitch. Exodus. All right, I'll see. At the end of the inning, you can come on for like a little bit. as that pitch is high and it's 3-2. Anthony, now they can't trade for a pitcher. You can't sacrifice prospects for a losing season. I'm not talking about a big trade. I'm just talking about, like, just get anybody, even if you trade cash considerations. As there's a ground ball by Devers to the second baseman Jimenez. Jimenez, or the shortstop Jimenez, he will fire it over to Guerrero for out number 1. So Devers out on a ground ball. Exodus, when there's 3 outs, I'll let you come on for a little bit. As Chase, you got next week. What you got next week? A live stream. Let's get Jose Quintana. I mean, I'd go and phone up Max Scherzer. Zim, cash consider exactly. As the 0-0 pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee by Dylan Cease is a called strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Anthony, anyone at this point is better than Marley and McDonald. As Lee is batting 311, he's starting to cool off a little bit, as Lee will hit a high fly ball to left field foul, and it's 0-2. And the crowd's happy. A guy got the foul ball in the crowd. I tell you what, getting a foul ball is one of the best feelings you can get a baseball game, apart from a walk-off home run. As Lee will use a timeout, and it's 0-2. That ball right there was caught in the crowd. As the 0-2 pitch to Lee is outside, and it's 1-2. Dylan Cease is on cruise control right now. And when you give the guy a 5-run lead, I mean, what do you expect? He's not going to walk anyone. He is going to pump that strike zone with his elite stuff, as Lee will foul that pitch off, and it remains 1-2. Cease, he was originally drafted by the Chicago White Sox, then got traded to the San Diego Padres before being on the Blue Jays. As Lee hits a high fly ball to center field, that ball is going to be caught, though, for out number 2. Anthony, everyone is convinced Lee will stick around with a dumpster fire, and I'm not convinced about them at all. Anthony, I don't know. I think everyone is on the table right now. I wouldn't just say, you know, anyone's off the table, probably apart from Rafi Devers and Willie Adames because of their contracts. As here is Willie Adames. Adames batting 231, 14 home runs. As Cease will fire a pitch, and there is a called strike with a sweeper at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. Ison, it's a nice day at the park too. It's sunny, just the score is not nice. Exactly, it's a beautiful day, and the Giants are ruining it, as there's a wild swing by Adames, and it's 0-2. All right, that should be a good series. Blue Jays, Padres. The Padres are in free-for-all, though, right now. As Anthony, I'm at least 80% certain he's opting out of his at his first opportunity. Maybe it wouldn't make sense money-wise, but to get off this Giants team, he might. That pitch is high, and it's 1-2. Juice, big money, small at bat. I mean, big money, no power, and his defense is slightly above average. I mean, it's not great, as that pitch is fouled out of play. Gilbert Town, just do the no-hitter. I'm ready. Gilbert Town, I tell you what, I know I'm a Giants fan, but a perfect game, I would not be opposed to a perfect game. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but it would be pretty cool. As the 1-2 pitch to Willie Adames, that's only because the Giants are already losing 5-0. Is a swing and a miss, and Dylan Cease has not allowed a base runner in the first 2 innings. Zim, you are not wrong. Juice, let's see if he's a goner. Do you want him to go? Chase, I'm trying to jinx you guys. I am trying to jinx you guys. So we go to the top of the 3rd, and it is, well, it is 5-0 Blue Jays. As Exodus, if you're still in there, I'm going to try and add you a little bit of a different way. See if I can do it. As, my God, 5-0. Logan Webb's crap the bed. Can this game get any worse? Yeah, probably if there's a perfect game. As yeah, I'm gonna sort this out. I'll call you when I'm ready, Exodus. As I'm going to do it on Messenger. Just let me sort it out on here. And then this stream can hear you better. As YouTube isn't working. Exodus, I'll do it through Messenger, don't worry. As Chase, remember the Tigers versus the Rangers game? Well, remember the Giants v the Nationals game. You can always come back and Gubert Town. I wonder if booze sales are way up at Oracle Park. They got to be way up. I mean, that's the only way you can get through these games at this point. I like where your head's at, Gubert Town. As Zim, I mean, Willie Adamas, Harvey Byers, and Volpe. They are a close three. Zim, trade the whole 40-man except Bryce Casey and Barakoto. Trade the Gatorade bucket too. We need to rebuild. We do need to rebuild. As we lost the first one and won the second and third game. It's going to take a miracle if we're going to win this game. I mean, miracles do happen. Scott, it is only the third inning, but it is Dylan Cease who is their best pitcher right now. That's what worries me. As let me just see if I can add a new tab here, because I want to see if I do that. Does the game day stay on? As here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He takes a called strike. Of course, anyone can beat anyone, but we'll see if they do win the series. As if we could get 2 packs of seeds for the Gatorade bucket, I'll be stoked. Zim, I will be as well. As Guerrero hits a high fly ball to right field. Lee going back just before the warning track will make the catch for out number 1. So 1 down. I just never see Willie Adams or Devers getting traded unless the Giants pay down the contract. How do I get a new tab? This is the issue with this new computer. Is I'm a bit of an idiot, but I think this should all be good. As let me go on here and let me go on Messenger. As here is George Springer. Springer walks his first time up and he will take a pitch low and it's 1-0. The Giants thought they bought a shortstop. It turns out they bought a portable Gatorade cooler. I mean, they bought an awful shortstop. As see, why does it do that? Why does it take away the 3D thing? As the pitch there is fouled out of play. And it's 1-1 to George Springer. See, I need to find a different thing other than Safari. As you searching for Photopia and Ninja. Zim, that's definitely not what I was searching for. And Gubert Town, has Willie Adamas had a clutch moment in any game since game 1 of 2025? Gubert Town, that's a good point. As there's a check swing by George Springer. I can't remember one. Apart from the walk-off hit in extra innings against the Mariners. I kind of think of one. As I just need to get. How do I get a new tab up? I'm a bit of a thicko when it comes to technology. As there's a drive, Willie Adamas makes a nice catch there. I mean, he almost got his knickers in a pickle, but he did make the catch. And there's 2 outs. That was hit hardly by Springer. Zim. There's nothing inappropriate though on that search history. As see, I don't want to pay for that. I mean, seriously. You could have made that play. I mean, I'm not going to say I could have made that play because I'm an idiot. But that was a nice play by Willie Adamas. Although Zim's not giving him credit. As see, what's going on here? How do I get that thing off as well? As the pitch to Varsho is a close pitch called a ball. See, I don't... Why is it telling me that? I want to get that off the screen. I know what to do. I've got it sorted. I apologize, guys. I've got it sorted. That should be gone. Now it is. As there's a called strike. All right, Exodus, you only need voice. If you want to come on, then let me just use your voice then. As Zimson wants Exodus video. We'll see. 1-1 here to Dalton Varsho. Logan Webb will fire. There's a high fly ball to centre field. Gilbert coming in will make the catch. We end the inning, and we're going to the bottom of the third. 5-0 Blue Jays. Can the Giants get their first base runner and finally score a run? We will see. As I will try my best. I'm going to take off the 3D game day thing just for a little bit. Exodus, while you come on, if that's okay for everybody, because I haven't. Oh, never mind. I fixed it. I'm just stupid. So Logan Webb, he's settled in since the disaster first inning, which is, I mean, that's about what we expect. As that's definitely not what I need to type it in there. Just bear with me, guys, while I get Exodus on the stream here. At G-doodaloo, and the password goes like this. Due up for the Giants, by the way. As apologies, I'm not reading everyone's chat. The lineup for the Giants is going to be Bryce Eldridge, Drew Gilbert, and Eric Hass due up. As you guys are all talking about who's the youngest one. Well, I tell you what, as Goobertown says, Willie Adams is dead last among his position in fielding run value, by far, and second to last among all players. Goobertown, who's the number one player? I mean, everyone else guess who the worst defender in baseball is. I mean, I would think Bo Bichette. I don't actually know, though. Let me know, Goobertown, or anyone else. Is Zim Zim, what are you talking about? I'm definitely not. Don't put that in the chat. Exodus says, I'm in my late 20s. Definitely not in my late 20s. I just turned 20. Goobertown, Logan Webb. You know what? I should have known that because I know he's been awful with the Angels. As the Hawaii shirts are out, the Alola shirts, because Luisa Rise is wearing one for the July 11th giveaway. As, yeah, if I'm 20, I mean, what is everyone that's older? As Eldridge will take low, and it's 1-0. Exodus, OP Noob, I've not seen OP Noob today, so I don't know who you're talking to. Bryce Eldridge is batting 273. And he will take a called strike there, and it's 1-1. Seriously, you wait till someone younger comes in, and then you no longer being the youngest. As what? Select all the images with the cars. What? Why did they make me do that? As the pitch to Bryce Eldridge is a swing and miss at a hanging changeup, and it's 1-2. Everyone, if you could hit that like button and subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. As yes, I can do that. As Eldridge takes a pitch low, and it's 2-2. This what is it doing? I don't want. Oh, my God, don't want Facebook. I want Facebook Messenger. As Eldridge is got to a full count here. As Goobertown, I trust a JUCO player to get a clutch hit more than Willie Adams. The Willie Adams slander is crazy, but rightfully so, as Eldridge rips that one down the foul line, and it remains 3-2. My God, I mean, Exodus is on one today. So 3-2 to Bryce Eldridge. Can the Giants get their first base runner of the game? As Eldridge will take a called strike 3, and no, we can't is the answer. So 1 out. Giants still waiting for their first base runner, and it will be Drew Gilbert up next. And that was a perfect slider there on the outside corner at 90 miles an hour. Seriously, Zim Zim, why? Honestly, don't put that. That looks really bad. As there's a drive by Gilbert foul, and it is 0-1. I don't get that. Why is that not available? Doesn't make any sense. As Gilbert is batting 243, a 327 on base, and he will take a called strike down the middle, and it's 0-2. Gilbert Town, I'm kind of expecting that as well from Dylan Cease. As what's wrong with this chat? I don't know why people are going off on a tangent here. They're scaring other people away, guys. Stop it. As Scott says, think about newcomers. Exactly. Zim Zim, if you start going off that, I'll have to remove all your privileges. As the 0-2 pitch to Gilbert is fouled off and remains 0-2. Yeah, you scare off people. They'll be thinking, what a weird chat. We're normally not weird, although every time Gilbert Town comes in, it seems to go off on a tangent. So Dylan Cease then, he's at 39 pitches, and he will fire way high, and it's 1-2. I'll be honest, Exodus, I can't really get anything to work today, so unless you phone me through the phone, that's the only way you're going to come on stream. As Scott, wow, Liam, that self-shame lasted real long. Jesus, lol. As the 1-2 pitch is a swing and miss by Gilbert, and there's 2 outs. You know what? We're not going to take any weird chat, to be honest, as that was a pathetic at-bat, Zim Zim. So 2 down. The Giants are still looking for a base runner here, and Logan Webb has been crap. All right, 1 more out, and then Exodus, I'll bring you on through the phone for the half inning though, until the Blue Jays come back up to bat, as that pitch is low, and it's 1-0 to Eric Haas. Haas is batting 167. He had a great week in LA, but since that week, he has done nothing. I mean, and I think most of this chat actually hate Eric Haas, as that pitch is high, and it's 2-0. Don't want to speak for everyone, but I think most people don't rate Haas at all. As Juice off the rails, yeah. As there's a called strike to Haas, and it's 2-1. Dylan Cease there with a fastball at 97. Strikeout leaders this season. Dylan Cease is number 2. Jacob Mizorowski, who's most likely going to start the All-Star game, is number 1. As there's a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Zim Zim's trying to jinx it, I feel. And I know Gilbert Town. He almost had 3 home runs in that game. It was crazy. Chase is trying to help us as well. Juice, his stream goes off the rails because every thing. I know, Scott. It's a 2-2 pitch to Haas. He's going to be way outside. It's 3-2. Come on, can we get a walk here and just end this perfect game bid? Because this is ridiculous. The Giants' offense is tough to watch now. Zim Zim, a 3-ball count. I know it's a shock. As a 3-2 pitch to Haas is a swing and a miss. So no, we can't. Dylan Cease gets another strikeout. We go to the top of the 4th. My God, how bad have the Giants been on offense today? Equally, how good has Dylan Cease been? He's been on fire. We go to the top of the 4th, and it's 5-0 Toronto. Or, as you Toronto people would say, Toronto. As Miz is most likely not starting the All-Star game. I was having a discuss with Paul D from Bombers Game Mike. He said it's looking like Cam Schlittler and Jacob Mizorowski are going to open up the All-Star game. I don't know, though. We'll see. That would be an electric pitching matchup. Scott, you know what? Dylan Cease, I didn't want the Giants to go and get him. Boy, have I been proven wrong. He's been amazing since signing with the Blue Jays. A 2.70 ERA. The strikeouts remained high. The expected numbers were good. That's why they gave him a big contract. And right now, he is paying out. As Exodus, well, he is quite a good pitcher. Although I know you don't like the Yankees. Scott, I believe the Miz is pitching Sunday. Is that right? Well, maybe not then. As Exodus, if you want to come on for this half inning, just let me know. As I'm phoning you now, Exodus. As yeah, Zim Zim, if you could all hit that like button, that would be much appreciated. The Giants are losing 5-0, so this is a tough watch. As Exodus, I think they can hear you. You're on the stream if you speak. Although am I an idiot because I can't hear you. There you go. As Juice, I enjoy the banter, but I try to stay on topic. Giants critique and humour, nothing personal. Juice, that's why I like it. As yeah, you should be able to hear Exodus in the chat. You're on speaker for me.
Okay, just look and see are they able to hear.
As the 0-1 pitch to Okamoto is going to be a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Zim Zim, I'm gonna remove that message. Zim Zim, don't put stuff like that in the chat. He's not speaking yet, Zim Zim. That's why.
Yeah, I'm not speaking yet.
as there's a high
23.
pitch, and it's 1-2. Goobertown, I'm ready for Devers to get a triple with 2 outs, only for Dung Poo P to ground out to second base. I mean, Goobertown, that is what he does often. As the 1-2 pitch to Okamoto is a swing and a miss for out number 1. So Logan Webb with the strikeout there.
I kind of have just like a speech.
Yeah, although if you can speak louder, I mean, I got you on max volume and on speaker.
Hold on, I'll try. Give me a second.
As I'm hoping this game ends quickly, Chase. Chase, why do you hope the game ends quickly? As the pitch to Alejandro Kirk is low, and it's 1-0. Logan Webb is at 60 pitches, so I'm thinking he's only going to go through 5 innings at this rate, unless a miracle happens. And also, I don't know why that's shown. Get me back to the 3D game day. My apologies. It is next to the microphone, as there's a high fly ball to right field. Lee coming in will make the catch for out number 2.
Getting something set up. There we go.
As Juice, Giants need to get something going. As Juice, we need a lot going if we've got any chance of winning this game. You can speak by the way anytime, Exodus.
Okay. So this is Verlander.
As the pitch there is low and it's 0-1. Wilson, I don't know if you're in the chat, but I saw your message. As it's 0-1 to Class A.
There are some players who become legends because of the numbers they put up, and there are players who become legends because they become part of a city's identity. Justin Verlander is both. Watching Justin retire is bittersweet. Every baseball fan knew this day would eventually come, but that doesn't make it any easier. For so many of us, he wasn't just the ace of the Detroit Tigers. He was the face of Tigers baseball. Baseball has a funny way of marketing different chapters of our lives. We don't always remember the score of every game, but we remember where we were when certain moments happened. We remember the feeling, and for so many of us, Justin Verlander was at the center of those memories. He wasn't just throwing baseballs, he was giving us hope. Every 5th day, it felt like anything was possible. You could turn on the game and believe the Tigers had a chance because Justin was on the mound. What always stood out to me wasn't just the incredible fastball, the strikeouts, or the awards. It was the passion. Every time he stepped onto that mound wearing the Old English D, you could tell he wanted to win, not just for himself, but for Detroit. He pitched with heart, with fire, and with pride. He embraced the city, its fans, and everything it means to wear that uniform. That's why Tigers fans have loved him so much. He didn't just play here because he became a part of Detroit's story. Sure, his career took him to other teams, and he continued building one of the greatest pitching careers we've ever seen. But no matter where he went, it always felt like Detroit had a special place in his heart. Some relationships in sports never really fade, and this is one of them. The connection between Justin Verlander and Tigers fans is something that statistics could never fully measure. So today isn't just about saying goodbye to one of the greatest pitchers of his generation. It's about saying thank you. Thank you for every strikeout that made us jump off the couch. Thank you for every packed summer night at Comerica Park. Thank you for the no-hitters, the Cy Young seasons, the MVP seasons, the unforgettable playoff moments, and for inspiring an entire generation of baseball fans. Thank you for showing kids what greatness looks like when it's built on hard work, confidence, never backing down. The next time Tigers fans walk into the stadium, they'll still see the field. They'll still hear the roar of the crowd, but there will always be a part of us that remembers what it felt like when Justin Verlander walked from the bullpen to the mound. That feeling, that quiet confidence that tonight could be something special is something you can't replace. Legends don't disappear when they retire. They become part of stories we tell. Years from now, parents will tell their kids, "You should have seen Verlander pitch." Those kids will grow up watching the highlights, hearing the stories, and understanding why an entire city smiles when they hear his name. Justin, if you hear this, just know that Detroit never forgot what you gave us. You gave us memories that outlast any season, any trophy, or any statistic. You gave us something bigger than baseball. You gave us hope. You gave us pride. You gave us moments we'll carry for the rest of our lives. Retirement marks the end of an extraordinary career.
Exodus, is it almost over?
Yes, just nearly. But it doesn't mark the end of your legacy. Every young pitcher who dreams big, every Tigers fan who remembers those magical years, and every kid who proudly wore your jersey will always remember what you meant to this game. Congratulations on one of the greatest careers baseball has ever seen. Thank you for believing in Detroit, for wearing the Tigers jersey with pride, and for giving everything that you had and every single time you took the mound. No matter how many years pass, no matter how many players come and go, there will only ever be one Justin Verlander. Detroit will always be proud to call you one of its own. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Thank you, Justin.
All right, thank you, Exodus. As there's a ground out by Jung Hoo Lee. All right, I'm going to end it there, but thanks for coming on and sharing that lovely speech.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll stay in the chat, but shout out to you, Exodus, and shout out to Justin Verlander. Till next time. Bye. All right. Thank you, Exodus, for that lovely speech. Goobert Town, if you're still in there, how's the weather over there? It is boiling over here, Exodus. Sorry, Goobert Town. It's 90 degrees this week, as Casey would take a cold strike, and it's 0-1. So it is boiling, and my socks are sweating off. It's hotter in the house than it is outside, but it's all good. I'm used to it by now. As there's a drive by Casey Schmidt to left field, that will be the end of the inning. And Wilson and Spencer, what's up? How you doing, Spencer? Thank you, Exodus, for that lovely speech about Justin Verlander. Everyone's saying it's AI. I don't know if it's AI, but it was a good speech. As Exodus wrote that from ChatGPT, I don't know. So right now, Spencer, you've joined in. Logan Webb gave up a grand slam in the top of the first inning, and the Giants have not had one base runner, so it's pretty tough. As I apologize if I've missed any of your chats. Spencer, I saw a comment you put. It was pretty funny. And no, Goobert Town, if you're still in there, it's really hot this week. It's crazy hot. Yeah, Justin Verlander did announce his retirement. Exodus, it's all good. It was a good speech. As yeah, Spencer, so much for our race. He's definitely not our race. As we go into the top of the fifth. It was a good speech, Exodus. I apologize to everyone that didn't want to hear that, but it was a nice speech. Goobert Town's ready for the no-no. Goobert Town, it's still a perfect game, remember? I mean, it could be a perfect game. I mean, how would that be the lowest of lows for the Giants? 16 games under, and they get no hit as well. I know, Scott, we tried to jinx it, but his perfect game is still intact. Justin Verlander is a first ballot Hall of Famer, but wasn't very good in the 2012 World Series. As Heron says, Zim, take a chill pill. I think, Zim, you need to stop putting inappropriate messages on. I mean, it's a little bit weird, if we're being honest. As, yeah, it was nicely done by Axis. Justin Verlander is a Hall of Famer. Goobert Town, I'll Venmo you $20 to never have a guest on again. Goobert Town, it's all good. Look, Exodus, it's a big day for him, so I let him come on. As, yeah, the chat want to know about your channel, Exodus, by the way. All right, Zim Zim. I know you're having a joke, as there's a challenge by the Blue Jays. The call will be confirmed, though, and it'll be 0-1. So the Blue Jays are down to 1 challenge. Zim Zim, I get what you're doing. It's just a bit weird if someone new clicks on and then you're going Gooner and stuff like that, as that pitch is low. No, you don't have to give me any money. Look, I appreciate Exodus coming on, and you know what? The Giants are losing 5-0. As it's 1-1 to Jimenez. Webb at 66 pitches. He's been good since the first inning, as there's a foul ball out of play, and it's 1-2. No, I appreciated that speech from Exodus. As if you want to read MLB official posts on JV, I will have it on my channel. There you go. If you want to catch up on Justin Verlander, Exodus is going to have it, as it's 1-2 to Jimenez. Logan Webb will fire, and that is a high pop-up. Adamas, shading his eyes, is going back, will make the catch for out number 1. So 1 out. Yep. Zim Zim clearly from the heart. Who hit the slam for the Jays? It was Okamoto for the Blue Jays that hit the grand slam. Gubert out. Well, that's, you don't get propaganda on here. Giants broadcast, they're going to show people smiling. If I was at the game, I'd be booing, as there's a called strike. 15 games under and getting perfect gamed. That deserves a boo, in my opinion. And Scott, when I was in college, they just started using turn it in for plagiarism. They're still using that in schools. Scott, they use that at my university, actually. A 0-1 pitch is a swing and a miss by Clement, and it's 0-2. Clement is 1 for 2 today. He's had a very good series. He went 3 for 4 last night, and he had a couple of hits in game number 1. Scott, let me have a look when they show the crowd, and I'll tell you. As the 0-2 pitch to Clement is a weak ground ball, straight back to Logan Webb. Logan Webb will field it, underarm flip it to Rafi Devers for out number 2. Yep, Zim Zim, a 1-3 ground out. Gubertan, I was toying with doing a paper bag game, but that would require spending my dough on more tickets, so I don't want... You should do a paper bag game, though. But, Gubertan, I don't blame you not spending money. As Ison, it looks like 30,000 plus. Ison, I would say the crowd has came in pretty nicely towards the middle of this game, as there's a called strike. It always, it's weird to me why the crowd doesn't come in for the start of the game. It's not like, you know, the game started at 12:45. That's not the end of the working day. It's not like it starts at 3 o'clock and then people make their way over from work or school. That's weird to me. As the pitch to Nathan Lucas is down and outside, and it's 1-1. Gubertown, what's your record? I believe Zim Zim's 500. What is your record, though? If you have anything 500 or above, you're doing a miracle. As there's a swing and a foul ball by Lucas, and it's 1-2. It's California. People aren't in no rush. Exactly, Scott. It's that's the West Coast for you. As Ernie Clement, he looks like Clement may be out this game. And that's because running down the first base line, he seemed like he may have pulled something. So we will see. As the 1-2 pitch is low, and it's 2-2. 3-3. Gubertown, 3-3 is pretty good. Ison, there's a guy streaming from the game. You can see the whole crowd. Ison, what's his name? And I'll check it out. As Zim Zim, I know Zim Zim's going to be at the games Friday and Saturday. As the 2-2 pitch to Nathan Lucas is outside, and it's 3-2. Well, they're showing people with a Logan Webb jersey. I don't know why you'd want to buy a Logan Webb jersey. No offense, but he has not been good this season. As the 3-2 pitch is fouled out of play and remains 3-2. By the way, if you have not hit that like and subscribe, feel free to do. That'd be much appreciated. We stream games every day, but it's a tough watch right now. The Giants, they are looking to avoid going 16 games under. As a crowd catch there, that ball right there was caught by the crowd. And he spilt his beer in the process. As there's a line drive to right field. That's going to be a base hit for Nathan Lucas. So a base hit for Lucas, and that'll be a 2-out single. You know what? I don't mind spilling a beer if it means catching a ball. Scott, he is not having a good season. What's his ERA right now, Logan Webb? It's not great, is it? As, yep, exactly. Noted gems. I apologise if you didn't know I was live. But welcome in the chat anyway. As Guerrero hits a weak ground ball, Adames will fire it across the diamond. And that is the worst throw you ever see as it goes into the Blue Jays dugout. And it's going to be runners at second and third. Willie Adames was pathetic there. What a terrible throw. That should have been a routine ground out. Instead, he throws it into the Blue Jays dugout like an absolute twat. That was so lazy. No effort there by Adames. He just never set his feet. That was as lazy as it gets, and that needs calling out. I'm okay if you make an error, but when it's pure laziness, that is inexcusable. Willie Adames, he did not care on that throw, and that was pure laziness. Noted gems, that's all good. Apologies, I just got mad there. As there's a check swing by George Springer, who did not go, and it's 1-0. That play by Adames is one of the worst plays I've seen. Pure laziness. Scott, looking at Roy Explores' stream, looks 3/4 full to me. Is that what it's called? I apologise if I missed that, if Goobert Town put that in the chat. Oh, Ison put that in the chat. As there's a fair ball to Casey. Casey will fire it. That's a high throw. Devers, though, is able to step on first base. My God, the Giants' defence is playing absolutely shocking that inning. They get away with it. But I'm sorry, Willie Adames, that is inexcusable. To be lazy, that is embarrassing. That was just pure lazy throw. He never set his feet. He never got his body behind it. He just thought, oh, screw it. I'm just going to throw it on the run. And he threw it into the dugout. And that is what I have an issue with. You know, Casey, that throw was high. But Casey did it properly, how you're meant to do it. So annoying. That's all good, Native Gems. 2/3, 3/4 full. So about 30,000. Roy Explorers. Explorers, I don't know why I'm saying Explorers. Goobert Town, I had field club seats to the Friday night game against the Cubs, where Eric Miller gave up a nuke into the water by Michael Bush. Tickets were dirt cheap. Goobert Town, you mean this Eric Miller? The amazing Eric Miller. I mean, that's a Giants bullpen for you, right? I'm sorry, that effort there was an embarrassment. I mean, I really can't get over that. That's really annoyed me. And the Giants, they are being perfect games right now. He's walking around. I'm surprised he gets service at the game. You don't get much service in the UK stadiums. Spencer, yeah, we're halfway home. 5-0 Blue Jays. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I need to be like you guys and be a lot more aggressive on Willie Adames because that was bad. By the way, if you're just joining, Logan Webb is he gave up a grand slam on the first at bat. The first inning of the game. Sorry, I'm just doing something. Apologies. And Chase, I don't know what to say. That was embarrassing as Devers will take high. And I just want to know, after Devers was able to step on first base, after that high throw by Casey, he gave a look like, oh my God, what are you guys doing? And I don't blame him. Ison is using the free Wi-Fi, is he? As there's a weak ground ball by Rafi Devers to the third baseman. And that will be out number one. Noted gems. I drafted Willie on my fantasy team, so it makes sense that he's trashed this year. It's called the jinx. I absolutely know what you mean. It happens to me all the time. The players I draft always get injured, and he's Jung-Hoo Lee. Lee's 0 for 1. Lee, he's batting 310. That average was up to 330 at one point. So it's falling and falling, not quickly, but falling as he takes a called strike. And it's 0-1 to the Hooligan. As Goobertown, I honestly want the perfect game at this point. Goobertown, I said that a little bit earlier. As there's a swing and a miss and it's 0-2. If the Giants aren't going to win, at least a perfect game wouldn't be too bad. As Lee hits a weak ground ball to the first baseman, Guerrero. Guerrero will underarm throw it a little bit behind Dylan Cease, but just in time. And there's 2 outs, no 2 gems. Cease is a no-hitter. It's a perfect game right now for Dylan Cease. The Giants have had not one base runner. Dylan Cease only got 61 pitches as well. The pitch count is not an issue. And here's everyone's favourite player, Willie Adames, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Don't want to be an idiot, but I'm thinking a strikeout might be likely here as well. As Juice, you can get Wi-Fi anywhere in San Francisco. That's so different to over here, as there's a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Adames. Adames took a fastball right down the middle. Maybe they're the pitches you should be swinging at, Willie, but that's just my idiotic advice. As the 0-1 pitch to him is high, and it's 1-1. How many strikeouts does Dylan Cease have, by the way? And Scott says, only 1 no-hitter and no perfect games so far in the 2026 season. Until now, at this rate. As the 1-1 pitch to Adames is a big swing and miss at a sweeper on the outside corner, or a slider, I should say. 6 strikeouts for Dylan Cease. Anthony, did you win your bet, by the way? 1-2 to Adames, and I don't want to call it, but it could be a strikeout as that ball is fouled and remains 1-2. About to be 7 Ks at this rate. Dylan Cease is even laughing. Anthony, no. What happened to Zim Zim? Exodus, I don't know what happened to Zim Zim. I don't know why Zim Zim disappeared. Maybe he's gone to get some proper American food since he doesn't like British food. And then that pitch is high, and it's 2-2. Exodus, he definitely didn't get kicked off because he would have told me if he got kicked off. So if he did, then I mean, he was saying some inappropriate stuff as that pitch is outside and it's 3-2. I know all in good spirits, though. Bryce Eldridge is on deck for the Giants. As Adames will foul that pitch off and it remains 3-2. Adames, is he going to walk? Probably not. Spencer, I don't think he got kicked. I think he just left. As Chase says, top of the 6th next. Jays 5-0. We'll see if this is top of the 6th with this 3-2 pitch. As Cease fires low and the perfect game is over. Well, there we go. Willie Adames, he didn't make up for the error in the last inning, but it was a good play. And there goes perfect game. Still a no-hitter going, but the perfect game is gone. The Giants aren't going to get embarrassed as he went to get some proper treats for... all right, I don't know, Exodus. I'm not going to comment on that. But it's going to be Bryce Eldridge. Come on, Eldridge. Hit a... funny thing is, he hits a home run here, and the game's back on as he takes a called strike, and it's 0-1. Chase, you're not very happy. Chase, I mean, I don't know why you're showing the angry sign. You guys are still winning big. So 5-0 to the Blue Jays. Cease at 70 pitches. So now it's looking like even as the 0-1 pitch to Eldridge is fouled out of play, even if Cease can go and pitch a no-hitter, it's looking like he probably won't be able to get through 9 innings. As not going to get embarrassed. It's 5-0 and there's still half the game. Still early. I mean, Scott's been saying it's still early since the 3rd inning. If Scott's in there. And the Giants haven't done anything. As that pitch is high. And it's 1-2. By the way, I'm seeing 13 likes and 20 people in. If all those people can hit the like and sub, it helps out the channel, get to more people. As Anthony, the pitch count will get Cease out of the game before he can complete it. As Scott, it's definitely getting later. As the 1-2 pitch to Bryce Eldridge is a swing and a miss. So the no-hitter is still alive as Eldridge goes down and strikes. We go to the top of the 6th. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Giants. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. I mean, look what a good pitcher does to this Giants lineup as well. This is what an ace is meant to do. Not give up 5 runs like Logan Webb. Also, is Dylan Cease in the All-Star game, guys? Chase, is Dylan Cease in the All-Star game? Because there's no way Logan Webb should be in the All-Star game and Dylan Cease not. As Spencer, you saying, yep, he's in the All-Star game? By the way, I'd like to see Bryce Eldridge in the Home Run Derby. I don't know about you guys, but I would like to see Bryce in the Home Run Derby. Logan Webb, a 3.94 ERA. I did ask earlier, and I saw someone put it in the chat. I just, I missed it. Spencer put 3.98. It's now 3.94. Scott, I was seeing, I saw Wheeler in an interview, and he said they told him, basically, because he's not going to be able to pitch, that he didn't make the All-Star game. I mean, that's just wrong. Notre Gems, 5-1, my final score prediction. I'm going to go 7-2. We'll see. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's 6-5 to the Giants, but it's not looking that way. As Gubertan, Adamas is the type of guy to strike out in their derby. Thing is, so is Rafi Devers. You're absolutely spot on. And if Lee was in the home run derby, he'd just be hitting ground balls to second base every pitch. Spencer, if they win today, they will probably be ahead of us and of the 4-game series. As Exeter, Cease, Varlin, and Guerrero join Ernie Clement in the All-Star game. There you go. Dylan Cease didn't make it. I was going to say that's criminal. Scott, that was the most BS excuse I've heard. All-Star nominations are more about the game. They're resume builders for the Hall of Fame. I think the All-Star game is going to turn out like the Pro Bowl in the NFL. And really, I think they need something else other than the All-Star game, like an All-Pro. Wilson, yes, thank you for putting that in the chat. Your goal, 125 by the end of the week, is our goal. As Varsho is batting 244. Juice, that's going to be a good close series, as there's a high pitch and it's 1-1. Ketel Marte didn't make it. I mean, what's going on? Ketel Marte, the Giants killer. Yep, Gubertan, they absolutely did. Roki is going for the Dodgers. Oh, they'll win then. Sasaki is not very good. As the 1-1 pitch is high. And it's 2-1. No Bob today, by the way, but Bob did say in the last stream that he was going to join a little bit later. So we'll see if Bob comes towards the end of the game. Zim Zim, you're back. Boo Giants. As there's a called strike, and it's 2-2. The perfect game's over, Zim Zim. The no-hitter, not. The perfect game is over. Okamoto is on deck. He's got 4 RBIs in this game. As the 2-2 pitch is outside, and it's 3-2. Exactly, Scott. It's a work day. 3-2. That's probably why Bob will be a little bit later. Oh, you're just tired. I don't blame you. As Exeter's fun fact about Verlander, he is the oldest current pitcher. As that pitch is in the dirt, and Logan Webb is going to walk the first batter here. Varsho. That's one of your bets. Roki giving up more than 3 runs. I like that bet. So Logan Webb, he's been good since the first inning. But if he gives up runs here, it's going to look like another terrible... Well, it's already a terrible outing, but an even worse outing. I mean, the bullpen is rested. That's because Hauser was great last night and Root was great in game 1. So you do have the bullpen available. I would 100% expect the bullpen to be warming up right now. As Okamoto takes outside and it's 1-0. Okamoto, 21 home runs on the year. So that power has definitely translated as he takes a called strike on the outside corner. And it's 1-1. And Dalton Varsho will steal second base without a throw. I mean, hello? Were we aware that Varsho was going? Or are we just clueless? As that was the easiest stolen base attempt in his life. Noted Gems, a bit random, but Kate Upton was fine as back in the day. I mean, she's not bad looking now, Noted Gems. As the Giants dugout looks on with that stare And the 1-2 pitch is a foul ball to Logan Webb. Webb will look at third and then fire it over to Devers at first. So the runner does move up. Chase, it's not a homer, it's a ground ball. Did move the runner over though. So a runner on third, 1 out. If I can, I need to fix this. Come on. Runner at third. There we go. And 1 out. That should be defensive indifference. Anthony, spot on. That's what it felt like. Don't even get me started on the royal family though. That whole saga's that annoys me, but I don't care too much. As Kirk will hit a high pop-up, Devers will run over in foul territory and make the catch for out number 2. It's an unproductive out there by Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So 2 outs. Yep, a pop out and see if Webb can get out of the inning. It's not a good outing by Webb, but at least he's pitched well since the first inning. Buster Posey's got to be using that in trade talks. Scott, I don't think the Mets' defensive indifference at all. That's defensive indifference at all. There's a pitch low, and it's 1-0. JV's best game. Yep, no to Gems, it was. And it's 1-0. A Gaines-esque AB there, Spencer, absolutely. And that pitch is outside, it's 2-0. Scott, it definitely weren't defensive indifference. We were just saying how easy it was for him to steal second base. It felt like the Giants didn't even think about throwing over. That was the kind of point. As that pitch is grounded to the first base side, a fair ball. Devers will pick it up and step on first base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Giants being no hit. Let's see if they can get a hit in the bottom of the 6th. Dylan Cease is on fire. Or fire! As, well, I don't actually know who says that. It's just in my head. Scott, oh, I see. Yeah, that's not a good look. Kind of shows they've waved the white flag. You know, Scott, today's game, I've been really upset with Willie Adames. That play just was a complete lack of effort. And then that steal attempt there was embarrassing as well. As Anthony Scott, no attempt to cover or throw to the base. That's a feel. It's indifference, but it won't be scored that way. No, Anthony, I agree. That was just laziness from the Giants. And I completely agree. As due up for the Giants will be Drew Gilbert, Eric Haas, and Elliot Ramos. So this could be a quick inning as well. Gilbert Town, if the Giants make any effort and score a couple of runs, the BJs don't have a closer unlike the Giants. They do have a closer, yeah. Well, he did pitch last night as well. Louis Varland is a very good closer. You've got to score before the 8th inning because they've got Tyler Rogers as well. We haven't even seen Tyler Rogers pitch against the Giants because these games haven't been close. Every game has been a blowout. So not even seeing Tyler Rogers. I like to see Tyler Rogers. We've seen one former Giant and Kevin Gaursman. Where's Tyler Rogers? As, well, last night's ultimate performer, they're saying, was Adrian Hauser. And he was. As Scott, at this rate, the closer can start drinking beers in the clubhouse. Yep, kick the feet back and start drinking. As Gilbert Town, yep. Tyler Rogers was my favourite relief pitcher, as that pitch is high. And it's 1-0. And we haven't even seen him. I love to see Rafi Devers try and hit Tyler Rogers. So 1-0 to Drew Gilbert. Yep, then he can come in. As the 1-0 pitch to Gilbert is outside, and it's 2-0. Exodus, MLB official Justin Verlander post is up on my channel. All right, Exodus, I'll check it out after the stream. Scott, lol, Game Day does some real weird stuff sometimes. It definitely does. And Ison, yes, Tyler Rogers is on the Blue Jays. As it's 3-0 here to Drew Gilbert. Sees he walks Willie Adames in the last inning, and he's in danger of walking his second batter here. That is the issue with Dylan Cease. as the 3-0 pitch to Gilbert is high. A called strike, though, and Gilbert's going to challenge it. And he is going to win that challenge because that pitch was way high. And that is why you have the ABS challenge system, because that was a good challenge by Gilbert. And it'd be a lead-off walk for the Giants. They traded Tyler Rogers, Yaz, Devol, and let Dom Smith walk. 3 good players, and that's what's made them worse this season. All right, Exodus. As here's Eric Haas with a runner at first base. Giants still looking for their first hit, as the pitch by Dylan Cease is a called strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. I tell you what, as much as we laugh at the Giants, they're not the easiest team to no-hit because of guys like Luis Ariz and Jung-Hoo Lee and Casey Schmidt. So they're not the easiest team to no-hit, as there's a weak ground ball by Eric Haas out of play, and it's 0-2. Ison, there's Blue Jays fans at the game, especially at this one section. He's wearing a blue hat. I tell you what, there's a lot of Blue Jays fans at the game this series. As, it's just, it's what he's typing in the chat. So, 0-2, as Gilbert Town, the 2026 Giants, are making the 81 and 81 Giants seem like the good old days. Gilbert, they are. I take 500 baseball over old man stinking it up. Now, I'm fine being like this if you've got a young team, but all these old players, as there's a swing and a miss by Haas, he goes down on strikeouts for out number 1. Zim, there's no need for that sort of chat. Come on. I mean, I know you're only joking, but bloody hell. So here's Elliot Ramos. Exodus is getting close. Elliot Ramos is 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Dylan Cease will throw a swing and a miss by Ramos, a slider at 89 miles an hour at the top of the zone. And it's 0-1. Cease at 81 pitches. He will throw, and that pitch is fouled off. And it's 0-2. I see your guys' stream now, though. I've got it on there, yeah. He's live streaming from the game. I see that. Roy Explores is live at Oracle Park. Scott, am I an idiot? I don't see your channel. Scott, if you click on his name, I believe you can, as that pitch is outside, and it's 1-2 to Elliot Ramos. Spencer, Giants have made the playoffs once in the last 10 years. 6 teams, 40% of the league makes it every year. How about some accountability? Spencer, you said it all there. This is unacceptable. As the 1-2 pitch to Ramos is a swing and a miss. That's strikeout number 9, I believe, for Dylan Cease. And there's 2 outs. Ison, I stuck it on a little bit, but I can't watch it while I'm doing this live stream. Scott, nothing happens if I click on his name. I have no idea then, Scott. It's all good. Maybe I can put the link in my channel, actually. As Luis Ariz will foul that pitch off, and it's 0-1. Ariz is 0 for 2 today. If there's any guy that's going to get a base hit, it's going to be Luis Ariz. As the 0-1 pitch. Spencer did it for me. Thanks, Spencer. Yep, Zim, Ferry beat Kaboli. As there's a high fly ball foul. And it's 0-2. Spencer's done it. That was that's a great thing, Spencer. Thanks for doing that. And Zim, straight sets. There's a British person in the Wimbledon semi-finals, although he actually was born in France, but he says he's British, so we'll celebrate it. As Zim, I'm not. She was struggling. As the 0-2 pitch is fouled off, and it remains 0-2. She did not have a good record on grass coming into the tournament. Zim, definitely not. I mean, You got to be consistent to say best since Andy Murray. Jack Draper is the best British talent at the moment. He just is never healthy. As it's 0-2 to Arise. Dylan Cease still on for a no-hitter. And if you can get Arise out here, I'm thinking he could actually get one. As the 0-2 pitch to Luis Arise is a weak ground ball to the first baseman Guerrero. Guerrero fields it cleanly, steps on first. We go to the top of the 7th. The Giants still without a hit. I mean, are we being dead serious? No hit for the Giants. Luis Arise can't even get a base hit. I wonder if Willie Adames does hard drugs in the dugout. Maybe he takes some mental health pills, though, because he's always so happy. But I'm not going to speculate. But I don't know. I mean, Willie Adames, that was just a bad play in the top of the 5th. That was embarrassing. I mean, it really did annoy me. As Zim Zim, shout out to Lev, who's your grandpa watching. Shout out to Lev. As Chase, you love to see the Blue Jays fans. Liam are putting some money down on Ferry over Zverev. Zverev will win, I guarantee it. This team is a pile of shite. Spencer, they're almost like the red pile of shite up there in Liverpool. No, I'm only joking. Duo for the Blue Jays will be Andres Jimenez, Ernie Clement, and Nathan Lucas. Yeah, there's no way. You know, Kaboli's one thing. Zverev's just a complete different animal. As Ison, great food, just pricey. You're talking about the ballpark. I mean, I've had the pizza from there and the garlic fries. I've never had a crab sandwich though, so I should try that out. Zim Zim, give Lev another shout out. Lev, if you're watching, shout out to Lev. As Spencer, the 20-time Premier League champions, the 6-time Champions League winners, couldn't beat the mighty Brentford last season though. As game summary, 5-0 Blue Jays. All the runs came in the top of the first of this game so far. Scott, I always bring my own food to the ballpark. It's way too expensive. Scott, it's like I do that at the cinema as well. I always bring my food to the cinema, my own food, because it's a lot cheaper. Ison, you like the crab sandwich? I've never tried it. As that pitch is low by Logan Webb. Logan Webb is still in the game. Not sure I agree with Tony Vitello keeping Logan Webb in the game, as that pitch is fouled out. Yep, Zim Zim. Giants are getting no hit. As the 1-1 pitch to Jimenez is a weak ground ball to Casey Schmidt. Schmidt will scoop it up. Coming in, will fire it over for out number 1. Yep, Zim Zim, Lev the legend, and Anthony. The 7th inning game summary for the Giants. Walks being on it. Anthony, we've got nothing else to talk about apart from you can't put Logan Webb on it, really. I mean, they did. But what are you going to do when everyone else is doing terrible? As he pitched to Clement is a called strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. To me, from Tony Vitello, this is pushing Logan Webb a little bit too much for my liking. As the 0-1 pitch is a weak ground ball to the shortstop, Willie Adames. Adames will fire that one in the dirt. My God, Willie, can you wake up and fire an accurate throw, please? Yeah, 100 pitches. Adames just chucked that one in the dirt. I mean, come on. Can we get a throw at the chest? It's not that difficult. This is embarrassing. Scott, he'll be yanked if he allows a base runner. Absolutely. He will be yanked if he allows a base runner. As Devers is like, what the hell, man? Chase, I mean, that's 2 embarrassing throws by Adames. As there's a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Nathan Lucas. Nathan Lucas is 2 for 3 today. Adames looks like he is drunk. I mean, we did discuss, was he drinking something before? as there's a high fly ball to left field. Ramos coming in, will not be able to make the catch as that is foul. And you know what? It landed to some Blue Jays fans, so they are having a great day out. Gilbert Town routine players endeavours has to be Brandon Bell and dig out every time. I mean, can you make it a little bit easy, please? As I mean, they're not even showing the Giants game now. They're showing baseball cards. As that 0-2 pitch is fouled out of play and it remains 0-2. That's the 2021. That's the 2026 San Francisco Giants. Sorry, not the 2021 Giants. Far from the 2021 Giants. So 0-2 to Lucas Webb, 103 pitches. And he fires. There's a ground ball to Devers. Devers will get it. Devers will fire it over to Logan Webb. And Devers now throws it in the dirt. Logan Webb barely even tried. That one gets by him. Haas will come and pick it up. And that is another appalling effort by the defense, I'm afraid. Robert, what's up? Today, the defense has been an embarrassment. I've got to say, Robert. Especially Willie Adames. Especially the error he had in the top of the fifth, where he was just lazy and just never set his feet and put up a good throw. And now it's caught on to Devers. Although that Devers one weren't as easy as Willie Adames. But, Robert, it's not a great day for the Giants. And Logan Webb, who's still looking to go 7 innings here. As Gilbert Town, hard to blame the defense when the Giants don't have a hit. Gilbert Town, it's not the defense we're losing. It's just bad effort. As that pitch is fouled off by Guerrero. And it's 0-1. That's what I kind of stem from. Just bad effort. All right, the defense, yep, sometimes they're going to make bad plays. It's the effort that gets on my nerves. You can't defend a grand slam. I mean, you're absolutely right. You cannot defend a grand slam. So 0-1 to Guerrero. Webb will do a pick-off attempt. And also, Gilbert Town, it's the stolen base. You have no one covering, no one throwing to second base. What's that sort of effort? I just want to see effort. As Anthony, well, fellas, it's time for me to drop out. See you guys next time. Yes, Anthony, you said you had to go. See you next time. I don't think you're going to miss much unless the Giants have a miracle. As Guerrero hits a ground ball to Casey. Casey will catch it, though, just before it bounces. So that will end the inning. And on Anthony's way out, we are going to play the 7th inning stretch song as Zim Zim. That was a nice catch. At least Casey's played defense today, unlike the rest of them. Yeah, take care, Anthony. 5-0 Blue Jays after 6.5. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Wilson says play the music. We are going to play the music here on Jolly Good Takes. that is Cease fires to Casey. Casey, it's a high pop-up to right field. That ball is going to be caught by Nathan Lucas for out number 1. Zim, yeah. People just go nowadays for everything apart from the baseball, as there's 1 out already, and Dylan Cease still in the game at 89 pitches. The Giants are without a hit yet. Ison says get on the board. Let's hope so. Anthony, I got you. Right now, the Giants are in serious danger of getting no hit. Exactly, Simsim. As here's Rafi Devers. Devers, he might have something to say about it, though. Sees, as the no-hitter graphic came up on the broadcast, as that pitch is high, and it's 1-0. I tell you what, I'm going to create a no-hitter graphic as well. Or text. There's no way, I don't think I can create anything cool. But I'm going to create a no-hitter graphic, as the 1-0 pitch to Devers is low, and it's 2-0. Although as soon as I do it, that's when it always goes. As Gubert Town, I like Casey, but when the home runs aren't coming, he just chases a lot. Yep, he swings too much outside of the zone. Scott, that's what I'm doing now. I mean, I don't actually want that, though, as I don't really know how to do anything cool. I'm going to have a little white box. But as Devers takes a called strike, and it's 3-1. A 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Chase, you just want him to walk him. As Make It, the team I root for, is full of... you know what? We've got the Bull City graphic, as the 3-1 pitch to Devers is a called strike, and it's 3-2. Neither of those pitches were strikes, by the way. Scott, it's not going to be the most amazing graphic you've ever seen, as the 3-2 pitch to Devers is way high and outside, and that will be a walk. So Rafi Devers walks, and that will be a lead, 1 out base runner for the Giants. As I will update that in a minute. I'm just making the graphic here, as it can't be white text, otherwise you can't see it on a white background. As that pitch is a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Jung-Hoo Lee. Ison, I hope you're right. Here we go. Right now, this graphic's all over the place. Just at the ball's in the zone. As Zimson says, Devers needs to learn how to challenge. Gubert Town, you're too funny, man. As that pitch to Lee is a called strike. If Dylan Cease can get through Jung-Hoo Lee, this seriously may be on. As, let me do it like this. And I can put a space bar behind that. And it goes low. As that pitch is outside and is 1-2 to Jung-Hoo Lee. Yes, Dylan Cease is on a no-hitter. And that would sum up the Giants for you. Yeah, Ison, he's probably going to lose the no-hitter now I've done the graphic. Scott, Cease up to 97 pitches. If this is a no-hitter, it'll be a combined one. Yep. As there's a check swing and a pitch in the dirt. Did Jung-Hoo Lee go? No, he did not. And it's 2-2. I can probably... So I don't know why it does that. I actually know what to do to make that look a little bit better. Dylan Cease, by the way, without throwing a low no-hitter, the Blue Jays... What? Screw what I said. I apologize. That graphic didn't make sense to me. As, yeah, Ison, you have that sense. All right, we'll see. And that pitch is in the dirt. It's 3-2. You know what? I don't like combined no-nos either, but it's still a no-no. As, that's way too much. And Scott, well, at least off the scorecard, we'll be quick to fill out with this game. Exactly, Scott. No square boxes coloured in, as Lee hits a sharp fly ball to right field foul. And, of course, the Giants Bull Dude can't get it either. Classic Giants Bull Dude. How does that make any sense? You know what? Let me move this text a little bit up. The no-hitter alert. And then I can do this. As Goober Town, what matters is the Giants sold tickets and didn't get a base hit. Goober Town, you're not wrong. That's the main thing for these owners. As Lee hits a high fly ball out of play and it remains 3-2. So the Giants with finally some competitive at-bats. Probably going to be the final inning for Dylan Cease, or the final batter, I should say. We'll see. As that will do. There's the no-hitter alert. Just as I've got it ready, you watch Lee get a hit now. As Zim Zim's rooting for the no-no. As Lee will check swing. He's saying he got hit. I think that came off the bat, and it did. And it's a full count. So 3-2. Spencer, this ownership group could care less about anything but real estate. And Scott, he checked his swing. So it was a little bit harsh. As the 3-2 pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee is a high fly ball to right field. Lee crushed that one. That ball, though, is going to be caught on the warning track for out number 2. Exodus, I have no idea what you're going on about, unless you're going on about the no-hitter. As there's 2 down. Dylan Cease is going to stay in the game at 104 pitches. Exactly, Gubert Town. That's why his contract is a little bit too much. As the pitch to Willie Adamas. Wow. Guaranteed out here, Mr. Willie Adamas is a called strike on the outside corner. As Juice put the spam alert, Exodus did spam there, and it does make the chat messages go away a little bit quicker. So thank you, Spencer. Zim Zim's calling him such a teenager. And Gubertown says, here's the man of the hour. Yep, Willie Adamas. As the A1 pitch is a ground ball. That one could be a base hit. As the throw to first base is going to be in the dirt and picked out by Guerrero. Of course it wasn't a base hit. So Adamas goes down. You're all good, Exodus. The Giants are being no-hit through 7 innings. Well, normally you guys tell me to go over to a game where there's a no-hitter. We don't have to go over to a game because we've been watching this full thing. If the Giants get no-hit, I mean, that is as low gets. 5-0 Blue Jays. No-hitter still intact. Spencer, that was a nice play by the second baseman, moving to his right. Haron, perfect game equivalent in cricket. Haron, there is no equivalent at all. It's like bowling a team out for 0 runs, which has never happened. Ison, it better be next inning. You think they're going to play Tyler Rogers as well? I mean, imagine Tyler Rogers comes in. Imagine Tyler Rogers closes out a no-hitter against the Giants. Yeah. Spencer, yeah. If Tyler Rogers comes in here and pitches finishes off the no-hitter, that would be an embarrassment for the Giants. The guy you let walk comes in and finishes it for you. So Dylan Cease's day is most likely done. 7 innings, no hits, 3 walks, and no runs. Sounds pretty good to me. Gubert Town, I've never been critical of my own team. But the Jazz have been an excellent squad. The Mammoth have a squad. The Niners are always relevant. But the Giants are a piece of shit team. Gubert, no, you're right. I mean, I hate being negative. I'm not a negative person. But this is just a tough watch and a really, really bad product. And, of course, the year I started doing these games, it's this bad. As Chase, yeah. I mean, with Dylan Cease, very hard to get a perfect game because he does throw a lot of walks. But his stuff is still filthy. As George Springer will lead off the inning for the Blue Jays. And Spencer Bivens is going to come in for the Giants. Scott, Gubertown, you from Salt Lake City. I believe Gubertown lives in San Francisco. But he did tell us the other week. As yeah, he lived in Utah for 10 years. So 0-1, and here's George Springer. He takes low, and it's 1-1. I tell you what, yep, the Mammoth and the Jazz. I mean, the Jazz are building something good. As George Springer is batting 220. Exodus, I got a dip, y'all. Love you. I'll talk to you later, except for you, Zim Zim. I know you don't like me. Exodus, yep, good luck to your Tigers, Brewers, and Cubs later. Thanks for joining in on the stream and your message on Justin Verlander as well. Also, you may want to give people your Venmo because I'm thinking they may want to send you some money. As the 2-1 pitch to Springer is fouled off his foot and it's 2-2. Yep, and also, if they say TC, Exodus, you know what that means now as well. Yeah, there you go. As yeah, Exodus, they may want to send you some money. As Juice, nothing like getting no hit at home to inspire the fans. Exactly, it's actually entertaining, Juice. As the 2-2 pitch to George Springer is a pitch outside and it's 3-2. No, Zim Zim does like him, but no unk today, Exodus. Dylan sees his day looks like he's done. We will see, though. That's all good, as that pitch is a called strike 3 on the outside corner, and we're going to get a challenge here. I believe that did just catch the outside corner, though, as the pitch coming in on the ball tracker is a called strike 3. George Springer is down on strikeouts. Later, says Juice in that accent. That's exactly how Juice sounds. He goes, later, Exodus. Well, I hope so. Yep, so 1 down here as the pitch to Varsho is a line drive up the middle for a base hit. So Varsho with a base hit. I mean, it's not like the Blue Jays offense has been that great. Gilbert Town, you've just said that. I know you probably started typing that just before he gave up the base hit, but he did give up a base hit. But that's still good for the Giants closer. As Scott, I can't do accents, but I said that for some reason, weirdly. As the pitch to Okamoto, whose grand slam is the main difference in this game, is a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Giants fans look like they're having a blast in the crowd. What a way to spend my Wednesday evening, or Wednesday afternoon, watching the Giants get no hit, as that pitch is fouled off and it's 0-2. Bivens, this is just his second appearance of the year out of the Giants bullpen. Now, he did make a lot of appearances last year, as Tyler Rogers is warming up in the Blue Jays bullpen, folks. Oh, baby. As there's a high pop-up by Okamoto. Haas running back in foul territory. Can't make the catch as it's out of play. Do the inning in an American accent, Liam. I have to try and get into it, as at least they're getting a nice farmer's tan, lol. Well, yeah, exactly. Later, all right, we'll see then if the Giants can get a clean inning here. That is so bad. As here's Okamoto, the 0-2 pitch to Okamoto by Spencer Bivens is a line drive at the middle. That's going to be a base hit. And ever since Goobertown said you can't give up base hits, or he should be the closer, he's given up 2 hits. And you know what? I'm embarrassed. I ain't doing that again. There you go, Zim Zim. You got one play-by-play in an American accent, even if that sounded American. As, yep, here we go. Here's old Kirky boy. Kirky's 0-3 today, batting 175, but he's still a good player, just been in and out of the lineup with an injury. As the 0-0 pitch to Kirk is outside, and it's 1-0. $15 likes, by the way. If you haven't hit the like button, can we get to 20 likes? As the 1-0 pitch to Kirk is a weak ground ball foul. And Zim Zim, I like the Blue Jays. And Gilbert Town says the relievers getting shelled as part of the Giants. Exactly. It wouldn't be a classic Giants game if the the bullpen didn't give up a run. Do more American accent, otherwise sing Cars for Kids. Zim Zim, you can't force me to sing Cars for Kids. Because the rest of the people will find that annoying. As there's a called strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. I mean, there's no one in the Blue Jays dugout. Dylan Cease is just sitting there. They're all standing at the fence. He actually looks quite lonely, Dylan Cease, but I hope he's okay. He must be very happy with his outing, as he won to pitch by Spencer Bivens to Kirk is going to be, as there was a timeout by Kirk. Zim Zim, no more American accent. It's embarrassing. I get too embarrassed, as that pitch is down and away, a sweeper at 83 miles an hour, and it's 2-2. Later, dude. The Freak, that's a proper shirt. These Logan Webb shirts. As Logan Webb is going to go 5-7 if the Giants can't win. As Kirk fouls that one off, and it remains 2-2. Come on, Zim Zim, you've got to do a British accent. Kirk, if he gets a ground ball, it's an opportunity for the Giants to get a double play. As the 2-2 pitch is a drive to right field foul. Goobertown, you could form a World Series rotation of starting pitchers who have left the Giants lately and became all-star caliber. Exactly, you could. Whether that's Kevin Gaursman, that left the Giants, whether that's, Carlos Rodon was good on the Giants. Obviously, well, I mean, are you talking active, by the way, Goobertown? Kyle Harrison, exactly. Very good pitchers. How could I forget Kyle Harrison? Of course, Goobertown, Jordan Hicks as well. No, I'm only joking. Although, guys, would you rather Jordan Hicks or Tyler Mahle? I said, no, it's Spencer Bivens, the new pitcher, as he's walked the bases loaded. Yeah, guys, who would you rather have? Would you rather have Tyler Mahle or Jordan Hicks? Wilson, I think they were going to wait for the top of the ninth. Oh, my God. Spencer's put Jordan Hicks. Yep, the bags are juiced. And we are going to get a mound visit here by Justin Message. Goobertown, Hicks throws heat at least. Zim Zim, he'd rather have Tyler Mahle. Don't let there be recency biased. Exodus, I have Apple Cat. You came in. It was a joke, Exodus, but you have Apple Cash. Who remembers the Hayden Bird song, Yes Hitter? I remember the Hayden Bird song of 2025 when he was terrible. Good bullpen guy. Actually, we could have used a guy like Hayden Bird song in the bullpen. So Miles Straw is going to pinch hit for the Blue Jays with the bases loaded, as that pitch is low. Oh, no, Exodus, I was only joking. Maybe one day, if I get a lot of money. You know what? I love how you included the nose, as there's a called strike, and it's 1-1 on your little sad face. Zim Zim, I'll give you 3 cents on Apple Cash, or 300p to buy the Giants. So 1-1 to Miles Straw. As I said, I was going to say, why take him out? As there's a ground ball to Adames. Adames fired over to Arise. Arise to Devers. Devers dropped it. What the fuck are we doing? That was an easy double play. And Devers just dropped the ball. 6-0 Blue Jays. That just went in and out of Devers' glove. Did it break the webbing? If it broke the webbing, I can let him off a little bit. I think that should have been a double play. I believe it went through Rafi Devers' webbing. My God. Goobertown, that was as easy a double play as it gets. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Here's Jimenez. So the Giants bullpen does give up a run. As KMBR has been running those cast kids out since Fleming had his natural hair. Seriously, Juice. There'll be no more cast kids on here. As Spencer, that was embarrassing. 6-0, a routine double play, and it goes through Devers' glove, as it should have been out number 3. As that pitch is fouled off. They're actually going to give Rafi Devers an error. I mean, it's a bit of a harsh error. As Rob, what's up, Rob? I remember you, Rob, from either Dan or Giant Sports or live streams, but I do recognise you, Rob. Welcome to Jolly Good Takes. How are you? As Rob, it could very much be a no-hitter coming. Wilson, as that pitch is fouled off, and it's 1 and 2. As Miles Straw, he's tried to steal second base these last 2 times, and has had to go back. The problem is Doe's shoes on the webbing because he thinks it's beef jerky. All right, Wilson. Or as we said yesterday, it's Twinkies. As Goobert Town, yep, I'd expect you to catch that. As yes, thank you. I'm doing great. Rob C, have you subscribed? If you haven't, please subscribe. We are trying to get to 125 by the end of the week. Ison, that definitely should have been a double play. Exodus, what do I need to do to get people to want to donate me money? Well, you need to get to 500 subscribers and then be amazing at your job. As the 1-2 pitch to Jimenez is fouled out of play and it remains 1 and 2. All right, thank you, Rob. As Miles Straw tried to steal again. And he goes back. So it's 1 and 2. Also, never put your information in this chat, by the way. Exes, I think you mean 212. As there's a foul ball and it's still 1 and 2 as the runner goes again. And this is getting a little bit funny because Miles Straw keeps trying to steal second base, but it keeps being a foul ball. Are we also, are we alive? If he keeps stealing second base on every attempt, how about a little pickoff attempt? Just an idea. Rob, we will be doing 49ers watch-alongs as well, Rob, which may be a little bit more entertaining. As there's a weak ground ball foul again. So a long at-bat. Bivens is at 28 pitches so far in this inning. The inning should have been over ages ago as well. Which is the annoying thing. As Scott, Bivens going on a 30-pitch inning. I know. As that 1-2 pitch is a ground ball to the opposite field. Adams, can he make the throw this time? No, he can't. As another run comes in to score. As Willie Adames has just been pathetic on defense. I mean, this is truly one of the worst defensive games I've seen from a shortstop. Not saying that was an easy play, but just no power behind that throw. Yeah, Rob, I'm a Giants fan and 49ers fan, so this is great. I mean, we will be doing ice hockey and basketball as well, but I know most about NFL and baseball. Is that pitch is low, and it's 1-0. I mean, we will be a all Northern California teams, but also MLB playoffs will be doing it. As Exodus, if I did need to give someone my Apple Cash, as there's a drive by Clement to centre field. Gilbert going back just before the warning track will make the catch. So the Blue Jays scored twice. And, I mean, seriously. Willie Adames, come on, man. And we'll see if the Giants get no hit. This is where it's going to be interesting. No hitter alert. Tyler Rogers is going to come into the game. Yeah, Rob, the Sharks are going to be entertaining. Can't wait to do their games. As I know most about baseball and basketball, Exodus. I know a lot about basketball. I just am not smart with the ins and outs of the game. As Scott, this has been an appalling effort. Yep, Ison, I agree. They will be more entertaining. As Zim, for NFL streams, I suggest getting DAZN, Liam. When I was in Switzerland, it was perfectly in sync with my friends in America. All right, Zim, I might get DAZN. As Chase, let's go Tyler Rogers. You didn't, yep, sorry, Exodus. I would privately DM them or would use a second phone that I don't care about. You would probably privately DM them. You can message people on YouTube, by the way. As Juice, I didn't want to say it. I mean, Scott was telling me never give up hope. But we were facing Dylan Cease. So I was thinking it's most likely over. As due up for the Giants will be Bryce Eldridge, Drew Gilbert, and Eric Haas. Zim Zim, don't stop believing unless you're the 2026 Giants. Rob, the Giants defense today has been abysmal. Just not good. Zim Zim, hold on to that feeling. Street light people go, whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's what we're doing now. Singing, don't stop believing. Yeah, Web Gems with Willie Adamas. Ison, Blue Jays fans happy they've been dancing. As Bryce Eldridge will take low. Dylan Cease is staying in the game. Oh my goodness. Not going to win when they face the facet of the game. It's been total shit. No, Scott. So, Dylan Cease in the game. This really could be a Dylan Cease, Tyler Rogers combined no-no. As Eldridge hits a high fly ball to centre field. That ball is carrying on the warning track. It's caught. Oh my God. What a play by Dalton Varsho. Wow. And the no-hitter stays intact. Brilliant catch by Dalton Varsho. I thought Bryce may have got a base hit there. So 1 down. You can look on that on the 3D gameplay. That ball went way deep, and Varsho just before, as he went crashing into the wall and fell over and did a somersault with an amazing catch. 5 outs away. Yeah, Scott, I know. If you squint really quickly, as Ison says, and cheering almost, it's bad. 831 expected batting average on that. When you're in luck, you're in luck. And right now, it's looking like Dylan Cease could be in luck. As the 0-1 pitch to Drew Gilbert is going to be a called strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-2. Gilbert Town, well, that's the Giants for you. Not just Drew Gilbert. You're rooting for the no-no. I'm rooting for it to go to the last out and then the Giants get a base hit. As the 0-2 pitch to Drew Gilbert by Dylan Cease is going to be a swing and a miss. And that's the 10th strikeout for Dylan Cease. And he's 1 out away from the bottom of the 9th. The Giants have 4 outs. Otherwise, they are going to get embarrassed here. 99-mile-an-hour fastball, way above the zone. Scott, yep, 99, and he's pitched 111 pitches. Here's Drew Kavanagh pinch hitting for Eric Haas. And Kavanagh will swing and miss, and it's 0-1 at a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I mean, my God. 0-1. Dylan Cease in the windup will fire to Kavanagh. There's a cool strike down the middle. And it's 0-2. Exactly, Scott. Pure adrenaline. I mean, this is getting pretty ugly. Surprised that Dylan hasn't gotten cold yet from all the swing and misses. As that pitch is high and it's 1-2. Ison, I know there's still one more inning. It'll be the top of the lineup as well. Gilbert Town, you never do. And that's what's great. As the 115th pitch is a called strike 3 right down the middle. Dylan Cease has thrown 8 no-hit innings, 11 strikeouts. Oh my God. We go to the 9th inning. The Giants are 1 inning away from getting embarrassed. If, by the way, if Dylan Cease throws the no-hitter, I may be busy tonight. I may have to drop a video of every out from the Dylan Cease no-hitter, or the combined one, as the ERA is dropped down to 2.56. Look what happens when you spend money on a good starting pitcher. Couldn't be the Giants, though. But, yep, Ison, Dylan Cease is absolutely dealing. I mean, thank God it's not a perfect game. That'd be even more embarrassing. If Tyler Rogers comes in, by the way, and throws a no-hitter to end it, I know you guys said you don't like combined no-nos, but if Dylan Cease comes in, if Tyler Rogers comes in for Dylan Cease and ends it, oh my God. Wilson, exactly. And Gilbert Town, yep, if you want to spend money, go and get a starting pitcher like the Blue Jays. Look what can happen. I'll tell you what. I think there's going to be a no-hitter. I've got a feeling this is going to be a no-hitter. 115 pitches for Dylan Cease. Is the guy going to be done? I have no idea. Is he going to be done? Give it Town. If you combine them two as a pitcher, then you'd still get a below-average pitcher. If you combine Marley's spotty location with Agent House's stuff, a slightly little bit better pitcher. As Scott, I would bring Dylan Cease out to start the ninth. I would. And Rob says, I think Cease will stay in. I agree. I would keep Dylan Cease in. Why not? Ison, for one game, he should be fine. Maybe you give him an extra day off as well. As here's Nathan Lucas. Ryan Walker is in the game for the Giants. And that pitch is high. And it's 1-0. Why, in all seriousness, Wilson, why is Eric Miller not in this game? I would have Eric Miller in this game at least. As that pitch is low and it's 2-0. This is one of the innings where it's like, we don't care. Just get through this inning. And then get to the bottom of the ninth and see what happens. As Walker, yep, here we go. Here we go, everybody. Ball City, Ryan Walker. Gilbert Town, not even Dylan Cease first no-hitter. I know. He did it with the Padres as well. As there's a called strike and it's 3-1. I mean, when you have strikeout stuff, you are much more likely to get a no-hitter. Exactly, Scott. There's a big break as well. That's why Logan Webb is never going to get a no-hitter, as that pitch is inside and it's a walk, because Logan Webb always gives up contact. So you run it on first, and I'm going to create a little poll for you guys. Let me create this. Will, as there's a drive by Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to left centre field. That ball is going to be a home run for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 9-0, his 5th of the year. Well, this is embarrassing. 9-0, Guerrero goes deep. Ryan Walker's crapped the bed. Absolutely a piss take. Yeah. I mean, even, you know, normally Guerrero hitting home runs, you go, well, you can expect him to. Not this Guerrero. As George Springer will take high. Wilson, I think Ryan Walker is about as bad as Miller. And Gubertan should have had one with the White Sox. He should have. As there's a pitch inside and it's 1-1. Yeah, I put a poll in the chat, by the way. Will Dylan Cease throw a no-hitter? Let me guys know, and we'll see what the results say. As the 1-1 pitch is inside, it's 2-1. So Ryan Walker, it's going to take 60 pitches for the Giants bullpen to get through 2 innings of work. As there's a foul ball by Springer, and it's 2-2. So 9-0 Blue Jays. I mean, this is worse than yesterday's game. And yesterday's game was an embarrassment. Scott, more like explosive diarrhea. All right, Scott. As the 2-2 pitch to Springer is a drive to left field. That ball is carrying. That ball is going to leave the yard again. 10-0 Blue Jays. My God, this is embarrassing. Back-to-back home runs for the Blue Jays. Ryan Walker, he can't do anything. Walker is responsible for 20% of Valley's homers. I know Zim Zim. Absolute embarrassment as Springer goes deep. Nothing like it. As I've seen the poll, everyone that voted put in yes. As there's a high fly ball by Dalton Varsho, and that one will be caught by Elliot Ramos, sorry, for 1 out. Finally, Ryan Walker with the out. And all we can do is laugh, Rob. Absolutely, all we can do is laugh. Yes, Scott, Paul is in 100% favour. Exodus, what Exodus, by the way? Apologies, I can't see the stream, all the comments when I've got the poll open, but I'll close this poll down. But everyone voted that yes, Dylan C is going to throw a no-hitter. And the 1-0 pitch to Okamoto is a called strike, and it's 1-1. I mean, Ryan Walker is an embarrassment as well. So the bullpen, as I actually need to make this a little bit smaller. It was already small because of Toronto not fitting. I'm going to have to make it tiny. 10-0 Blue Jays. They're the tiniest little score bit you've ever seen. Zim, because we've watched Giants baseball, Scott. Exactly. As Luis Ariz will break it up. Gubert Town, that is the only guy I can see breaking it up. And Spencer says, for those that are wondering, September 2020 was the last time we were no hits. Cubbies pitcher Alec Mills. Well, the last time we're going to be no hit is probably today, as that pitch is fouled off. It's going to be the top of the lineup for the Giants, Scott. It's going to be, let me just look here. It's going to be Elliot Ramos, Luis Ariz, and Casey Schmidt up for the Giants. Exodus, me and my friend made a song. It kind of sucks low-key, as there's a pitch outside, but it's a Tigers victory song, not my voice, his voice, my beats, and SFX. All right, Exodus, I'll check it out. Spencer, yeah, top of the lineup, as there's a high fly ball by Okamoto to right centre field. Lee moving over to his right will make the catch for out number 2. All right, I'll listen to it. Dylan Cease looks like he's coming into the game. Scott, I have no idea. Here's Alejandro Kirk. 10-0 Blue Jays. As there's a high fly ball foul. And it's 0-1. Gubert Town, I'm mentally prepared as well. 0-1 to Kirk. As the pitch is just outside. And it's 1-1. As the 1-1 pitch is way outside, and it's 2-1. Yeah, Ison, this does suck. I mean, one thing losing 10-0. Another thing, to be no hit would be embarrassment. As Spencer, yeah, I agree with all you guys. As there's a swing and a miss by Kirk, and it's 3-2. Scott, you are right. You're definitely right. Just because, you know what? It would be a memorable moment in what is a unforgettable game for the Giants. As will this game be the straw that breaks the camel's back, I wonder? Gubert Town, it shouldn't be, as there's a base hit for Kirk to right field. So Kirk is just trying to get as many base hits as he can, so the hits go out the stadium. As would be nice content for your channel. Yep, Scott. If there is a no-hitter, I will put up a video after this of every out of the no-hitter. Obviously, I'm not allowed to show the game. As the 0-0 pitch is a called strike to Miles Straw. Make a no-hitter graphic for when it happens. Zim, I can't make a no-hitter graphic on the spot. But I thought we were never going to watch a no-hitter, so I haven't made a no-hitter graphic, but I should. As Zim, I called a no-hitter in this second, by the way, slash perfect game. I mean, I didn't think we were actually going to get no-hit, but a lot of people were saying it. Dylan Cease is definitely staying in, by the way. As there's a ground ball to Adamas. Adamas backhands it, fires it over to the second baseman, Arise, who stays on the bag. All right, we go to the bottom of the ninth. Dylan Cease is coming back out. Are the Giants going to get no hit? I mean, the fact we're cheering the start of Dylan Cease. You know what? I want a solo no-hitter, but Tyler Rogers coming in would have been pretty funny. All right. I think if Luis Arise can't get a base hit, then we could be in trouble. Exactly, Gubert Town. Our last no-hitter. The guy's now on the Dodgers. Which makes it all the better. And all you guys are predicting we are going to get no hit. If you're not, put it in the chat. But everyone on the poll said Giants are going to get no hit. So that shows you the confidence of our fan base. Spencer, would be fitting. Exactly. That would be fitting if Tyler Rogers closed. Zim, I mean, you would be a legend, but everyone says things. Do they really believe it? That's a different thing. But let's see. I think he's going to do it, you know. Dylan Cease is a type of pitcher to get a no-hitter. He just is. As Rob, Arise will break the no-hitter up. Rob, if there's anyone that's going to do it, I agree with you. It will be Luis Arise. If Arise can't do it, I don't see who does. Casey and Ramos has struggled all day. All right. I'm a little bit nervous, actually. I do want to see a no-hitter. I've got to be honest. As yet, the last individual one was Blake Snell. Zim. I'll say it. I won't say it straight away, but I would say it. As here we go. Dylan Cease will fire to Elliot Ramos. There's a called strike, and it's 0-1. This is the most nervous I've ever been during a game. I'm actually a little bit nervous because I would actually like him to get a no-hitter. Because this, I know Rob doesn't, as there's a pitch inside and it's 1-1. And I apologise, Rob. I am a Giants fan. But the Giants, they need a wake-up call to say this is not good enough. Ramos is 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts, by the way. I see 1-1 pitch to Ramos. Is a line drive at the middle. That's going to get down for a base hit. Well, there you go. No for Dylan Cease as Elliot Ramos breaks it up in the bottom of the ninth. And the crowd are going to go way. So they let Dylan Cease come out for the bottom of the ninth. He could not get it done. Tyler Rogers is going to come in for the Blue Jays as he gives a round of applause. Well, Zim, looks like you were wrong. So no for the Blue Jays. Yep, Bob, we didn't get no hit. Welcome, Bob, by the way. Ison did get it right as well. Rob said Arise will break it up. It weren't Arise. It was Elliot Ramos, as there's a lot of Blue Jays fans giving him a round of applause. Bob, you didn't get no hit this time. But still, not a good day at all for the Giants. As everyone's giving Dylan Cease a high five. And look, Tyler Rogers is coming into the game. Exactly, Scott. Yep. Round of applause in the chat for Dylan Cease. Exodus, why are you betting? Are you even old enough to bet? That was a fast one, 97. Down the middle. Ramos took it back up for a base hit. Yeah, Bob, I'll be doing the rest of the games apart from Saturday. I'll be doing the draft instead on Saturday. Yep, Gubert Town, time to put a 10-run rally. As, Scott, aren't you too young? That's what I thought, Scott. So no for Dylan Cease. His day's done. If there is Zim Zim, can everyone hit that like button and subscribe? That would be much appreciated. We stream games every day. Giants games mostly. We do other teams. We'll be live for NFL, MLB, NHL, and NBA. As no. If you're just joining, Elliot Ramos broke it up. And can we get our record 20 likes? As Tyler Rogers, with a 1.77 ERA, is coming in. Boy, how we would love to have Tyler Rogers. You know what? This is a bit weird as well. Good old Tyler Rogers. As that was an outstanding outing by Dylan Cease. Bob, what happened to Logan Webb? He gave up a grand slam in the first inning. Yep, Spencer, absolutely. Zim Zim. All right, I will look at this. I did see that, Zim Zim. As here's Luis Ariz. All rise for the Ariz, who you guys said was going to get a base hit. This is cool. Tyler Rogers, the underarmer, will throw. Ariz hits a high fly ball to center field. Dalton Varsho going back will make the catch. I'm telling you, I would have brought Dylan Cease out as well. But if you brought Tyler Rogers in there, I think it may have actually happened. As, yeah, one down. The Giants have got 2 outs remaining. As here is Tyler Rogers. Rogers will fire. Schmidt hits a high fly ball to center field. That ball's carrying. That ball's carrying. That will be caught by Varsho on the warning track, though. I thought Casey just hit one off his former teammate. Instead, it'll be out number 2. Yep, F8, back-to-back F8. So 2 down. Here's Rathi Devers. Yep, Scott, Tyler Rogers. That's what he does, right? This sinker baller. He does make quick work. As this game, yeah, this is the worst game we've watched for sure. Bob, you know what? I did think they were going to draft a shortstop like Lombard. I think everyone says Eric Booth Jr. now is a strong rumor, so we will see. I want them to draft Flora, but they probably won't. As the pitch to Devers is high, but they're going to challenge it, and that was a good oh, no, never mind. The Blue Jays are out of challenges. Well, that was definitely a strike, so the Giants catch a break because the Blue Jays are out of challenges. I tell you what, an underarm slot does deceive the umpires as well. As Devers hits a high pop-up, and the Giants are very, very lucky as Guerrero is going to make the catch to end the game. That Tyler Rogers did not pitch the inning because he definitely would have thrown a combined no-no. The Giants lose 10-0. Dylan Cease, 8 innings, 1 hit, no runs. He was amazing. Logan Webb gets the loss. And Spencer, that's all we got was 1 goddamn hit. Harry Doyle. And that was a terrible game. I mean, guys, I appreciate all you for joining me for this game. And we are now a season low, 16 below, as Scott says. It took something special with Dylan Cease almost throwing a no-no. But everyone, I'm going to end it here. But as Bob says, I saw the Warriors are re-engaging in Anti-David. Bob, we will see. I did see that as well. But Bob, Scott, Spencer, Wilson, Goobert Town, Rob, I appreciate you, Rob, for joining. Ison, as always, we won't be on ESPN, thank goodness. It got broken up. It'll be embarrassing, but it's 10-0 anyway. Still embarrassing. And Spencer, of course, you left with that. Haron, Wilson, Exodus, all you guys that joined. Ison, if I've not said you already. Everyone that joined, I appreciate it. We'll be live tomorrow for the Giants and the Rockies. That's going to be a tough one. A late game, that is. I believe it's a 7:15 West Coast start. We'll be live 5 minutes before first pitch. Until then, everybody, the Giants lose. Scott, good luck to your Phillies as well. Zim Zim, did I not say you? I thought I said you. Zim Zim, shout out to you as well. Ison, they probably still will be on ESPN. You're right. And Anthony as well. I know you're watching on your phone. Just avoided the no-hitter. Everyone, take care. Until next time, I'm Liam. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you. See you next time. It was a blast. That's all for today.